All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hare alongside Gavin Greer. He'll get here eventually. And the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Tonight we see the opening game of the Sectional 44 playoffs. Triton, the defending 2018 Sectional 41 champions, find themselves in a loaded Sectional 44. Up first, it's the Northfield Norsemen, ending their regular season on a 5-game winning streak. Triton will have an uphill climb for this sectional playoffs, though the record suggests we didn't have the best, even though the record suggests we didn't have the best season. The group battled adversity and grown this season. We have faced quality opponents. Tonight, it all needs to come together. And this team has that chance to be overlooked and catch someone off guard. Can we pull off the upset? I know this group can. I know this group, and I know these men and what they're capable of. To me, as a fan of these men, yes, they can pull it off. We're going to have the national anthem here, and we'll be right back after that.
As we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, there's our national anthem. Now we're going to get things underway here with the coin toss shortly. Northfield has not taken the field, and they might be here in just a few minutes. Like I was saying, when it comes to sectional time, you have to dig deep. Well, within yourself as a team and band together. Leave it all on the gridiron. Don't hold anything back. Batten down the hatches and give it all. We know that the next game is not guaranteed. It's in our hands and up to us how we come out mentally and physically. We're going to have to come out and hit things harder. We saw that last week against Winnemac. Unfortunately, that didn't quite fall our way in that ball game. And you got to be careful with a team like Northfield with that triple option attack. They got some players who can really play, and Fulkerson and Schaefer, and they got a few other guys that are very talented running the ball in that triple option attack, so they can do things. They can attack you through the air. But one thing, talking to one of the assistants, we do match up really well with our skill players against these guys. We got guys who making plays. The defense has really grown. We saw the offensive line and both line played really well last week, and they're really kind of coming into their own. I think they're hitting their stride at the right time. 2-17. When I was in high school and with Warsaw, we're a team that only won 2 games that season, and yet we came out, we beat Fort Wayne Carroll in our first game of sectionals, and that team can do that. These 2-7 teams, it's 0-0 when you start the sectional play. And these guys here tonight can definitely come through and do that. I mean, we've seen them grow. We know the competitors they are, and they've grown this season. It's kind of hard when you lose as many seniors as we have, and yet try to grow yourself and try to pick your game back up. These guys have done it. They've answered the call. You know, they're not done yet, so we'll see what they're capable of. Gavin's somewhere. He's on his way, I think. Ryan's.
Well, you technically just went live because our sound wasn't live.
Oh. So do we need to start over again?
if you said anything too important, but I don't know.
Well, my wife says I never say anything important, so I guess we go with that.
This switch was on R. It needed to be on 1. And you're are you on 1?
I'm on 3.
Oh, well then maybe it was working. Maybe I wasn't working.
Maybe that's what it was.
Okay,
I heard myself.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go technical.
I couldn't hear you, so I figured it wasn't working. But
oh, okay. Well, Gavin's here. So, but like we said, coming in tonight, Northfield, a very talented team. They got that triple option attack. They've got a very good quarterback in Fulkerson, and Schaefer, another one to kind of do some damage, along with a few other guys you can see out there with Halpert and Holmes. Grayson Holmes is another one. But they got some guys on defense. Braden Rippling there. That guy, young man, coming off the edge, does a real good job. Moved to offensive line in the middle of the season. But we'll see what this team can do coming into this season. Like we said, we got the guys to do real well. Hunter McIntyre had himself a game last week, 168 yards on the ground. You know, he's a guy who kind of gets going. He had that wheel route that he scored a touchdown on and keep Triton in the ball game to knock things back up at 20. Unfortunate that drive in that game. We were driving down there, and just an unfortunate series of events kind of happened where we fumbled the ball. Tonight, we've got to play mistake-free football. And for these guys and what they're going to be capable of doing, they're going to have to play mistake-free football here tonight if they want a chance at beating Northfield. Like I said, they came in on a 5-game winning streak, beating Manchester, Wabash, at Rochester, Whitco, and North Miami rounding out their season. They lost to teams like Bluffton, Tippecanoe Valley, McConaughey, and Southwood, who's playing Cherubusco tonight. Winner of this game will face Cherubusco or Southwood, and the winner of that one next week. So we'll get things here about underway. Gavin, it's good to have you. You sound like you're a little bit out of breath.
Cold.
Cold?
Yeah. It was hurrying here, too.
Okay. We'll get you. We'll get you warmed up. So it's a little chilly tonight. At least we don't have any wind tonight.
Yeah.
No precipitation. It's a great night for high school football. Of course, Triton coming in, the couple wins we had against South Central and Caston. But like I said, you can't go off this team what they did on the scoreboard and the schedule. They have improved. And this team tonight is going to have to step up and answer the call to have any chance to kind of take down Northfield, because it's possible. It's doable. Both teams are very talented. It could go either way here tonight. Was just who's going to want it more. Just like we said earlier, Southwood and Cherubusco will be playing tonight. And they'll be playing up there at the top. Fremont, North Miami, and Caston Adams Central, the last other two in this sectional 44. Triton is going to kick it away. And then we're going to see the first action of tonight's game as the clock's running down. Everybody's kind of all getting in place here for it's sectional playoff time. I'll tell you what, Gavin, I'm looking forward to it.
I am, too.
Sound a little hoarse there, buddy.
I think I have a cold.
Oh, man. Well, that's kind of fitting. It's about that time of year for that.
Yeah.
So back deep to receive, we're going to see Clayton Tomlinson and Alex Hopper back as Lucas Cabrera is going to use that strong right leg and send it down to them to get this ball game underway. Cabrera sends it away, and we're underway. It's kind of a shorter kick, going to drop in. They're going to get about their 20-yard line. He's going to come back up the near side, and they're going to get him in a hurry, and he's going to hang on tight to that ball. Grayson Holmes hangs on tight, and he doesn't let go, and that's where Fulkerson and company will set up shop. Around the 30-yard line is where they're going to go. Tonight's game was supported by the Keel family. We'll have some of those ads later on for you as we get the first drive of the ball game here as Kobe Mass relays to the troops what we're going to do. Defense looked really good last week tonight. I mean, like I said, that line has a potential now. You're going to have to really pay attention in the middle, especially that triple option attack. They're going to have to be ready for it. Fulkerson's going to go under the line. He's going to send Hopper in motion, going to go back on the inside. Here comes Holmes. Holmes going to come near side. He's going to have enough for his first down. He's got a blocker. He's got some space. Holmes is still on his feet. Here comes Cabrera. And then it's going to be, I believe, that's Quentin Amsden with a touchdown-saving tackle, brings him down. And that's right there. Signs early on. Northfield's coming out with their foot on the gas.
Let's look at that run again.
Some great downfield blocking
and
on this one,
the
Gavin.
old one.
No, that's good. We're good.
Oh, it is? Okay. It looked like it wasn't the right one again. Real good way to break through the line. Good job Triton eventually catching up to him, stopping him, make sure he couldn't get to the end zone.
I see what the problem is.
And if you saw there, Jeremiah Farrell was one of the guys in there on the tackle coming back as Fulkerson now goes 1st and 10 from the Triton territory. Hopper goes in motion. He's going to go to the play action fake. He's going to kick it over, a swing pass. Gets it to Hopper. Hopper's going to have some space. He's going to get to the outside. He's going to go all the way in for the touchdown from 25 yards out. Northfield's on the board first.
25-yard pass reception from Levi Fulkerson.
So Northfield's on the board first from that Fulkerson to Hopper touchdown pass. The swing pass worked good there on the play action fake. Worked real well, had Triton fooled, and he had that wide open space out there and good blockers there to the outside. So 37 seconds in that opening drive for them as Trent Osborne lines up to send in the extra point attempt. It's up and it splits the upright. Northfield goes up 7-0 here in the early goings of this sectional 44 game.
With 11:17 remaining in the first quarter, Northfield 7, Triton 0.
As we said earlier, tonight's sponsors, we'd like to take a time to thank our broadcast sponsor, the Keel family. The Keels are proud of the determination and dedication of the players, managers, and coaches. All the staff have showed this season. The Keel family thanks you for keeping Triton's tradition of excellence alive. Go Trojans. Appreciate their contribution and what they've done for us to be able to bring this game to you here. So Northfield on the board first. They kind of walked right down there in a hurry, didn't they, Gavin?
They did. Real good runs by them.
And that triple option attack, you got to kind of watch what you're going to do on that because they can get you fooled. I mean, you can do that they can play action fake, kick it to the outside or stop. And like I said, you saw there with the swing pass, they dropped that right over. So Quentin Amsden and D'Angelo Shumper are going to go back to wait on to receive the kick for Trent Osborne. He'll get ready to send it back. So 37 seconds gone. We'll see what happens here. That didn't take long at all. So Triton's now a big thing on offense. Okay, they went down and scored. We need to keep our heads in the game. We saw what they're going to do on offense. We need to use as much of that clock as possible, get some long, good, sustainable drives, and keep things moving forward. So here we go, special teams. Quentin Amson's really came to his own. And, of course, the playmaker and D'Angelo Shumper back deep to receive. We got some decent hands there in that second level, too. Osborne's going to get ready to send it away, and it's a nice kick, kind of a shorter. Amson's going to get it. He's going to take off from the 20-yard line. Amson's going to come back near side. He's got a couple blockers. He's got some space. Quentin Amson, nice move. He's got a one man to beat. Quentin Amson still on his feet. He's going to turn on the burners. Quentin Amson cuts back inside. Here comes the tacklers. He's still on his feet, takes it deep into Northfield territory. Wow, you talk about a takeoff and turn on the jets. Quentin Amson, that kid, you still see the flames burning there on the field.
On the return.
That is textbook kick returning right there. Quentin Amson. Folks, you want to see how to run a kickback, that's the way you do it.
Real Great good blocking by D'Angelo Shumpert there.
Exactly. I mean, watch him breaking tackles. He's still on his feet. He cuts back inside and just keeps right on going. Breaks another tackle and just about gets there. Man alive. Talk about a way to pick this offense up. Now it's up to Pitney and company to put it in the end zone. No Chance Baxter here tonight, out with a concussion. Here's the snap. Goes to McIntyre. He'll cut up his field, and Northfield's going to sniff that one out in a hurry. He might get a couple, maybe a yard on the play.
McIntyre, the ball carrier.
Wow, talk about energizing you.
Picks up the yard to the 14, and it's 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, 1 yard gain on the play. Like we said, McIntyre 168 yards last game. You talk about a guy with a man with the motor that doesn't quit. He really showed that off last week. So 2nd and 9 now for Connor Pitney. Mass and McIntyre, the split backs to backfield. Amsden and Conley will switch sides. Here goes the snap. Going to try to go outside. We're going to get a flag to stop it. Before the snap, and I think we're going to have, encroachment on the defense. So Triton gets a break there on the defensive penalty. First penalty of the game here tonight. Of course, Tech support's out in the combine. He's still watching.
We might get everything ironed out before the second quarter, maybe.
Well, they don't make it work.
Well, it looks like Lewis Cass is already up 6-0 on Pioneer early in the first quarter.
So Lewis Cass rematched the first game of the season where they beat Pioneer. They're already up on them, so that'll be a pretty good game to keep an eye on. So here we go now. 2nd down and 4 from the Northfield 9-yard line, split back in the backfield. Here's snap. Kobe Mast. Oh, no play action fake for Pitney. He's looking across the middle. He's going to keep and try to get forward to get a couple yards. He might have got a yard on the play. He got a couple yards on the play.
It's good for him to stay away from contact, though. You
Yeah,
don't want him getting hit in this big game.
Yeah, there's no sense of doing that, taking yourself out. We saw that last week when he was just out just for a couple drives there before halftime. The offense just seemed to just take a exhaled and then oh, man, what's going to happen? But Connor, with his energy and his toughness, and he's a smart quarterback. You watch what he did right there. He's looking downfield. He didn't see anything. He didn't force it. That's a solid, good decision there by the senior quarterback. All right, he'll go back under center here. They'll shift the tight ends. Split backs in the backfield. 3rd down now and 3. Here's the snap. Goes over to McIntyre on the pitch play. He's going to look at the speed on the ends for Norfolk, but McIntyre kind of hesitates, and he might have just enough for a first down. And they're still running the clock. Oh, they'll say 4th down. Didn't quite have enough. Well, might just be 4th and just a half a foot. I thought he had that one, so it'll be 4th down and 1.
I did too.
Well, you see the closing there by Logan Cox, the junior lineman. I mean, he was all over her. He wasn't going to give him a chance. So 4th down and 1, big moment here early in the ball game. Triton's going to go with the same set. Pitney under center. He'll go the snap now. He's going to go up to Kobe Masson. Kobe Masson gets sniffed down in a hurry, and Triton's going to turn it over on downs.
It's a real good stop by Northfield right there. Good way to break through the line, force the turnover on downs.
I mean, and they got a big line too. That's one thing we read. Of course, if you read Times Union's article with Coach Eunice, I mean, you can kind of see what like you said, their line's big. Offensive line, they're big. I mean, and like I said, with those guys, what tonight we're gonna have to belly up and play with the big boys at the trough here tonight. So the Norse now with the ball deep in their own territory, but the last time they only took them 37 seconds. They went down and scored, so the defense is going to have to stand tall here on this drive. He'll go back. Fulkerson goes back, and he'll drop it across there down the middle to France, I believe. And so look at the first down on that one. It looks like it's France, I believe, who made the catch on that play. Oh, so Schaefer on the catch. My bad. Looked at the wrong name. Fulkerson's going to send man in motion. Here goes Schaefer, and he'll rumble forward for a short game. Good job by Farrell to get in there and make the tackle.
Good job, Farrell, to trip him up there, make sure he can get more yards than we want them to.
And Farrell's done a real good job on that interior line. The way he's got that high motor where he just doesn't quit on the play. And you saw it there when he ran the guy down from behind. You know, Farrell's a pretty quick. I mean, he's gotten better as the years gone on. He's a guy that I circled earlier in the season. Like, wow, this kid's going to be pretty good this season.
Mm-hmm.
Fulkerson now, he'll hand off. It's going to go to Schaefer again. He's going to rumble forward, and Caleb Lemler's there to say hello with a couple other Trojans on the play with Nate Ames in there with the tackle.
It was a really good stop not to let him, I don't think, get any gain there. Here it didn't look like he did at least.
So maybe about a yard gain. 4 yards in play. So 3rd and 5 now. Triton needs to stand tall here to kill any momentum that Northfield has to have a chance to get that ball back and drive it right back down. So here we go now. Fulkerson back there. Going to send a man in motion. Goes back to Schaefer again. He'll bobble it. Fumbles on the ground. I think Cabrera's got it. Triton says they have it. And it's Triton football. Lucas Cabrera comes up big there.
Great job to hit it out, jump down on it, and get back to have good position on offense.
Early on, if you see there, it looks like Trent Kreft had enough of body on that play to force that turnover. The ball was kind of bobbling just a little bit, and a good heads-up play by Lucas Cabrera to come through and force that fumble.
1st and 10 for the Trojans at the Northfield 31-yard line.
So here we go. Triton gets another crack at their offensive drive here. Pitney's going to go back to work out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers near side. Here it goes. Keegan Westhaver's also in. Pitney's going to get hit as he throws. And Jeremiah Farrell catches it. And he's going to rumble forward. You talk about a big man who can catch. Oh. And Farrell, I mean, the ball will look like it was tipped. They're going to call an ineligible receiver.
I don't think it was tipped. Where's our replay?
So when he went to throw it, they might have got his arm more than he did tipping the ball.
Yeah,
it was close.
Like
it was close.
But it was a good job by Farrell to catch it and then go for yards, even though you're probably going to call it back.
But unfortunately, but you got to love the effort right there. You can tell that there's players like that aren't quitting. These guys tonight, they got to have that mentality that they got to want it. It's not going to be given to you. I mean, they're not going to come in and play. When you play sectional playoff time, everybody's ramped up just a little bit more. For some teams, this is going to be their Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to come out and play like it is your Super Bowl and just try everything you can. Leave it all out there tonight on the gridiron because this could be it for some of these guys.
Illegal touching lineman on the live ball.
So illegal touching on the play.
5-yard
So they'll move back. 1st and 15 now. I'll tell you what, it's still fun to see Farrell just rook up and bring that ball down. I mean, it's a good heads-up play because, I mean, smart. I mean, like you said, with touching the football there, even if it would have been, they wouldn't have called a forward pass, he got a live ball. So that's still a smart play by him. Pitney now the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. He'll step up, throw a dart. Nice grab by Koppas. Oh, man, you talk about some nice hands on that play. Watch this.
Real good read to see the man get open. Force it right through past 22 there, and good yards for Triton.
And you notice he didn't need gloves to catch that like some of these big ball players got to have these gloves. And that was barehanded catching right there. That's old school. Nice job for Bryce Koppas. So 1st and 10 now. Good job by those guys to move the ball forward. And they'll move it up to the 17-yard line now. Here we go. Three wide receivers near side. One solo left is Coppice. Pitney's in the shotgun or kind of the pistol formation. Hands off to McIntyre. McIntyre's got a crease in, but he'll get stopped, and he ain't going to get very much on that play. That big front of Northfield is really standing tall here tonight.
Doing a good job at stopping anything we put towards them.
And when you come with that running attack, that's where you saw a coach say, hey, you know, they're big up front. We got to be able to find ways to open up, and that running game is going to help us. We saw it worked well last week against Winnemac, but against these guys, you're going to have to really force yourselves and really get yourselves to open up those gaps and give you a chance to find a way to barrel through there. Going to go split wide receivers to either side, Westhaver and Shumpert near side. Pitney now drops back, looking across. He'll hit McIntyre. McIntyre's got some space. He'll try to stutter step back in. McIntyre's feet. Hey, it's going to be close. Might be a yard shy of a touchdown. Wow, nice bit of catch and running there by McIntyre.
Real good job to put the back into a receiving position. Good run by McIntyre to break through those two tackles there and almost get into the end zone.
Great call there by Coach Eunice. Hey, when you want to make plays, you put the ball in your playmaker's hands, and that sometimes the swing past the halfback. And McIntyre shows he has the hands. See last week in that wheel route, he's had some other catches as well down the sideline. He's a guy who can be very active in the passing game. Another weapon, another tool in that toolbox that Coach Eunice has down there on the sideline. All right, formation now. First and goal for the Trojans. Got to ring the bell here and find a way to get in the end zone. McIntyre, he'll run into a brick wall, and he'll hang on to that football tight.
It was a great job to push him back up the line.
Loss of 2 yards on the play.
For the guys up there, I mean, you got to watch that. You got to be able to get up there and you got to open up those creases. You got to find a way to open them up, and we can't be throwing the entire game. I mean, you got to be able to run that football, and they're going to have to do that here in this moment.
Lewis Cass is up 14-0 on Pioneer now.
Wow, Lewis Cass has got the throttle down on the defending state 1A champions. So here we go. McIntyre's going to work under center, split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers out left for the Trojans. McIntyre goes in motion. He's going to receive the pitch. You know, he'll cut back inside, but Northfield is not fooled, and he'll get through.
Did a really good job reading that, making sure they got to the man.
No gain.
I'm not sure. It looked like a couple players got tied up between Lemler and I believe, I don't have his number down. Got a couple players got tied up down there along the line. Well, the Northfield linemen are having a word with the officials. So here we go now. Pitney back under center, 3rd and goal. Need to play in the end zone here. He'll go play action fake, go up across, and Amson can't get it, just out of reach. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good read by Pitney, though. Amson was able to get open, but Pitney threw it a little bit too far in front of him.
Well, the pressure bearing down, I mean, that's kind of a tough thing to be able to throw in those tight windows because when
Have to
windows
get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, when you're down the red zone, those windows get a lot smaller. So going to be 4 down territory for the Trojans here tonight. Don't really have a field goal kicker per se. But Triton's got to put in the end zone here. They're going to need a way to answer back. They've got to use that momentum and put it in the end zone here. This is going to be huge. Pitney now back under center. Farrell will snap it. He'll go. Looking back. He's going to look right, and he's got Conley, but overshoots him in the end zone. And that's going to be turnover on downs, and Northfield will take over now from their own 4-yard line. So 2 empty drives there for Triton. Had some good plays in that drive.
They did. Northfield's doing a good job at red zone defense. That's where it matters the most. They don't want to let any points get up on the board right now.
And, you know, this is a team that plays really well like we talked about. I mean, throughout earlier in the season, this is a team that had a little bit of trouble. Like I said, 5-game winning streak coming into this game here tonight. And, I mean, 6, 21, 0, and 12 as only points they've allowed in the last 4 games. So we'll see what they can do here. Man in motion, and we're going to get a flag on the play. So it might be a false start on the – yep, it's going to be against Northfield. I'll move them back a little bit more. Not bad there for Triton. So now the defense, you have a chance to make a play. That triple option is where it's going to get tricky. Yet you can't get overshooting, think, okay, I got to get this guy in the end zone. You've got to keep your head on straight and pay really close attention because this is where that triple option can hurt you down there deep in the red zone or in their own end zone like this.
Yeah.
But another way. But if we find penetration in that line, you find that guy and you get him. Fulkerson gets the call from coach. He's going to come out now and go to under center. And 8 seconds on the play clock. Can go with that triple option set. Hopper in motion. He'll get up the middle, and Schaefer's got a hole, and he'll rumble forward for almost a 1st down.
Really good run by him.
they've got some pretty good backs that can rumble forward and take off and go.
Yeah.
We saw in that first drive that they had, but Triton also forced a fumble from Schaefer the last time.
To the 12-yard line.
Looks like he's a strong runner. I think I counted about 3 people on him that he's still running through.
And they got, like I said, 3 runners back there between Holmes, Schaefer, and Hopper. Those 3 guys, Hopper coming their speed guy, he's quick and they can take off and run. Here we go, Fulkerson back under center, 2nd down and 3, man in motion. Going to go back up the middle there. Fulkerson's going to keep the quarterback keeper, and he'll rumble forward for a 1st down.
Number 7, Levi.
So they'll move the chains on that play.
It's a good job by them to get away from the end zone, give them some space to open up their offense.
And see, that's one thing right there. I mean, that Northfield does so well. They run that football well. I mean, and they got guys that can make plays and can get out there and go. I mean, that triple option attack, I mean, watching how they run this thing, it's going to work. They just got to hang on the football, and right now the clock's kind of their best friend. They can just take their time.
Mm-hmm.
Goes up the middle again. Schaefer's got it, and he's rumbling forward, and he'll drive that Mack truck all the way for a 1st down for Northfield.
Really good run by him. Able to break straight through the middle, get good yards, and eventually brought down by Triton's defense.
And you saw there that crease on the right side of the line and how they kind of opened it up there. The middle linebackers just couldn't quite get there. I mean, you got to – sometimes it's harder to stay home and be ready to kind of take on that. But Schaefer being such a strong runner, you've got to wrap that guy up and attack him. You can't hit him low. Or, I mean, you can't really hit him high. You got to aim low.
Yeah.
Fulkerson changing up the play, calling an audible, changing up. Going to go up to Schaefer again. He's still going to rumble forward for a few yards.
Good job to kind of spin off the tackle, pick up a little bit extra.
And that's one thing that he's done here well tonight.
Picks up 4 yards.
4 yards on the play. Hey, that's positive yards. Me and an assistant coach that I'm friends with, and him and I talk, hey, 4, 5 yards, that's not a bad way to go. I mean, those short runs, they add up. Schaefer back under center. There we go. Fulkerson will give it to Schaefer. He's got a big hole, and he'll run. And good job by Quentin Amson. Attack him low. Attack those legs.
Good job to put him down.
And see, right there, that's a good bit of tackling by Quentin Amson. The senior comes up big from that safety spot a couple of times here tonight.
1st and 10 for the North at their own 44.
So Fulkerson will go back there 1st and 10 now. They've had 3 1st downs on this drive. They're driving, and they're driving towards Triton territory. Triton needs a big stop here on defense. They can do everything they can to keep them back on their side of the 50. Be huge here. That big line down there, so it gets set. Here's a snap for Fulkerson, and good job by Caleb Lemler to read it and bring down the quarterback. Caleb Lemler, you look at that, he looked like a missile coming off the line.
A great job to break through and get contact.
And he read that well. That's the kind of stuff there. You saw a guy look like how he breaks away. Caleb is so strong. He's big and he's fast. He showed off that burst right there from the line. You talk about a way to get through the line, that's how to do it. And that's the kind of plays that Triton's going to need to build on. And if they want to have a chance to get back in this game and ultimately take over the game. Because they're capable of doing it. We got the guys that can do it. We just got to get in that mentality. We can do it. Hopper goes in motion. They're going to pitch it out to him on the right side. They're big play guys. He's got a space, and he's got some blocking. He'll go forward. He's not enough for a 1st down.
Wow.
You talk about speed. He is that 1-2 quick, giddy up and go.
Such a good takeoff speed to the right side of the field. Breaks through all the defenders there until he's eventually brought down right above the 1st down line.
And he's got that speed where he can just plant that foot and just boom, went right upfield. I mean, that kind of speed, you got to respect that speed, but you got to be able to close on that guy, especially on the outside. That's kind of where Triton has some advantage there. And with Keegan West over there, a little more athletic, he's going to have to be the guy to kind of read that and bring down Hopper. Holmes is going to go in motion, going to go up the middle. Oh, Fulkerson on the keeper. Farrell had a beat on him, and is going to take Cabrera and a whole host of other Trojans to hang on. Good job by Kobe Mass to hang on tight down there at the bottom of that pile. But he's a big, strong guy, and he showed it off there.
Yeah. Did a real good job pushing through.
Fulkerson picks up 7 yards to the 38. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's Judson's roster. I was going to see how big he was. I didn't write it down. That's okay. So here we go now. 2nd down and short. Inside near the 30-second mark. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Holmes goes in motion. Fulkerson looking deep. He's got Hopper. Hopper's got it. Hopper's going to find him, man. He's going to, and good job by Quentin Amson to corral him there.
That was a great pass.
That was a great pass and pitch and catch there.
Did a good job to confuse them with 25 coming around the bottom. And good lob pass to number 10 for a good gain of yards. Good job by, I think that was Quentin Amsden, tracking him down, though.
Q's been busy back there in the secondary here tonight, and that pass by Fulkerson, that's where they can attack at all levels, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here. Northfield's up 7-0. Of course, we said tonight's game is sponsored. We'd like to take a time to thank our broadcast sponsor, the Keel family. The Keels are proud of the determination and dedication of the players, managers, coaches, and staff have shown this season. The Keel family thanks you for keeping Triton's tradition of excellence alive. Go Trojans. So appreciate their sponsorship, being able to be here tonight. Glad Gavin, I texted him, woke him up, made sure he was awake. That's okay, Gavin. We got to give you a little hard time. It's okay. Well, this is probably the first game all season where Orion's beat me into the press box. Usually I'm waiting on him, and tonight he was already stepping out here. So, going forward, okay, so big thing now is 7-0. They're down in our territory. We got to find a way to keep them out of the end zone. I mean, we forced a turnover, so we got to build on that. The defense has got to know we can do that. Coach Whitaker's down there probably relaying that to them. This is where you got to step up and give yourself a chance. I mean, the defense is going to have to provide that spark for us here tonight. I mean, that's going to have to be huge. It's going to calm down to matchups and skill players. But Triton's going to have to stop that run up the middle, because that right now is what's hurting us the most.
Well, it's 14-6 now.
Seems like that's what we've struggled against all year.
And that's one thing. I mean, and like I said, I mean, with the group we had last year, we had some big guys that could play there with that 3-4 defense. We had some great linemen. We had guys that could drop back, like Billy Smith could drop back. We had Bo Snyder. We had Ethan Barrett. We had guys there. We had Connor Ousley. We had guys who all over the place that could make plays on that line. This year, we have guys that can make those plays. I mean, we have guys that have talent. Maybe they might not be as big. But you got a Cam Shiley, a freshman who has so much potential. Caleb Lemler, who's very strong. Good to have him back. Nate Amsden's really kind of came into his own, and Farrell has just really taken off as well. Then you have guys like Trent Kreft, the senior in the second level, with Kobe Mass. Those two seniors are very valuable in that middle linebacker spot. And Keegan Westhaver has really blossomed into a pretty good linebacker back there as well. So here we go now. 2nd down and 3 on the 11-yard line of Triton. Fulkerson, here we go. Going to send a man. Nope, going to hold it. He's going to go up the middle to Schaefer. Oh, fumble! And Nate Amsden falls on it. Triton's got it again.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Triton.
I didn't even see it happen there.
Watch here. Schaefer's got it. He'll punch through, and they'll punch it free. And Amsden saw it, and he'll fall right on it. Good job there by – that was Trenton Kreft that forced the fumble. Triton's got the ball back.
He forced the last one too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He's had 2 forced fumbles on the night. So Triton has forced the only 2 turnovers on the night as far as turning the ball over, not turnover on downs. Great job by Trenton Kreft, the senior, coming up big here in this opening game of sectionals. Pitney's now going to go under center, 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line. He's going to go to work out of the shotgun. The line's got to stop the rush here. He'll go. Pitch over to McIntyre. Live ball. McIntyre's smart, and he falls on it. They're going to call it a forward pass on the play. Lucky break there, because that was kind of a little bit forward there. So they read the right play there, just a little bit pitch, a little bit behind. They're going to call it a forward pass, so incomplete on the play. 2nd down and 10 now. So here we go now, 2nd and 10 from their own 8-yard line as Pitney's going to go back to work out of the shotgun. Amsden's out there with Schumpert, Westhaver, and Coppice, the 4 wideouts out there. Line's got to stop him here. Schumpert goes in motion. He's going to work here near side. Quick hitter on over to him. D'Angelo Schumpert, he's got some space. He's going to try to find his way through. He can't quite get through. Might have enough. Might be a little bit short of a 1st down. Bring up 3rd down there.
Really good pass by Pitney to Schumpert. Schumpert moving before the hike. Good turn there. Pick up, good blocking by, is that Amsden? Yeah.
So you talk about player of the game right now. And Quentin Amsden and Trenton Kreft are 2 guys you're going to hear their name a lot. I'm telling you what, they're looking great tonight. Good play there by Schumpert. I like when they break him out and give him that little kind of that little wide receiver screen play. He does so good out of that formation. So here we're going to go. 2 wideouts split to either side of Pitney. McIntyre's in the backfield. Line's got to come up big here. Here comes Pitney, throws it across the rush. Nice pass to McIntyre. He's got some space. McIntyre's on the outside, and he'll be up for a 1st down.
We're doing a really good job tonight using McIntyre's receiver. We're expecting him to maybe just do blocking, but we're really using him to pick up yards.
And I really like how he's working there out of the backfield, and especially that halfback. When you have that guy, like, I mean, in New England, you guys got, what, 7 of them?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sorry. But look at how you can utilize that halfback. And they got to be more than just a running back and be able to catch out the backfield. That's the kind of Swiss Army knife that Hunter McIntyre is, and he can do things on so many levels. He's strong, he's fast. He shows it off there in good pass and accuracy by Connor Pitney. The senior's coming up big here early on. He's looking left. He's going to try to go up to Shumpert. Shumpert's got behind the defense, and he'll trip up. Watching the football, a little overthrown on that one. And that'll bring up second down. Right idea there. It was a nice job by Shumpert. He had the man beat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Pitney's got an arm on him, and he's pretty accurate. But right there, it's kind of try to float it up. I mean, had the right idea. So they had him sleeping on that play. So that's a good thing, too, because that gives the defense to kind of cheat back a little bit and not give you a chance to open up the running game. Second down and 10. See if the line can stop this rush here on this one. Here's Pitney now. He'll work on the option play. Pitches on over to McIntyre. McIntyre's going to get met early, but he breaks a tackle. Nice play by Hunter McIntyre.
McIntyre, the ball carrier. On the pitch from Pitney.
I thought they had him here.
To fake the run, then McIntyre to basically hop out the guy's way. Looks like he was kind of brought down by his own man a little bit too there.
It looked like Ross Watson, big number 72 there, had a chance to wrap him up there, but McIntyre's accelerated. He's like, whoa, he wasn't as close as I thought he was, and he just took off and got away from him. But, hey, we'll take it. Third down and manageable now for the Trojans. Westaver, Shumpert, Amsden, and Koppas out there for the Trojans. McIntyre's in the backfield with Pitney. Pitney drops back to throw. Quick hitter on over. Finds Westaver. Keegan Westaver shows off those great hands. The big man's trying to rumble forward, but I don't think he's going to have enough for a first down. Keegan Westaver just got close on now. I mean, watch the play here.
No good look by Pitney to see that 25 was going too fast past him. Westaver, big catch. Good yards, too.
So 4th and 1 here. Eunice might be able to draw him off sides. Pitney did it once, a couple times here this season. We'll see if they can try it again. We'll see what they can do to maybe do what they can to get to convert it here. They've turned it over on downs on all of their possessions here tonight. So Pitney now back under center. Here we go. He'll go with the quarterback keeper, and he'll have enough. I think he'll have just enough for a first down. I think he got across there. So good job by Connor Pitney. That senior just punches through.
That's real good play by Pitney.
And that right there is something that, now even though it's a first down, that says somewhat how Coach Eunice feels about these guys, and that's where they got to feel that energy come through. If your coach believes you 4th and 1 deep in your own territory, I mean, what better way to say, hey, I got confidence in you guys to come out and kick this team in the teeth and keep on going. That right there was a message he just sent to his offense. Come on, guys, we can do this. I believe in you. So here we go. Pitney out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to either side. Here comes the pressure. Quick hitter on over to Koppas. Koppas cuts up field. He spins away, and the spin cycle keeps himself down. But, hey, he'll get a pretty good gain there on first down.
That's a good job for him to get open, try to break through that tackle, but they did a good job of binding it up there.
Ryan's watching that phone closely over there. Sounds
Not
like
real. I mean,
that sounds like Pioneer scored was 14-6 the last we looked.
I think it was 14-8.
14-8. Well, they don't have a field goal kicker, so yeah, 14-8. So 2 wide receivers split to either side for Pitney. Same formation. Here, let's flip everybody around here. Pitney goes to McIntyre. He'll kill it up. That motor will rumble forward for another Triton first down. That was the spark this offense needed from that start confidence from Coach Eunice. Now they're going to run that. They're going that hurry-up offense just a little bit, keep the team out there. Koppas is going to come off.
That was really good pickup speed when he first got the contact from the Northfield player there.
And now Cabrera comes in. Now Cabrera is he's one of those athletes that you just got to love in his stature, how strong he is, and how the playmaker that he is. He's a gamer and he can show that off here. He's another guy. Nice big target for Pitney. We'll see what he can do here. 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers to the right. He's looking towards Cabrera. Cabrera's got a beat on him, but he couldn't quite get around. Good job defensively there by Michael Fisher to force him off there on the sideline.
That was another good toss by Pitney. All of his long ones have been accurate. It was a little bit too long.
Just don't quite have that elite speed that we are used to having to kind of leave a little bit of air underneath. He's going to have to leave a little bit more air underneath if we're going to have a chance to let our guys go down and get in there to get a catch. But Pitney knows what he's doing out there. So we'll see what they can do now. 2nd and 10 now. 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin Greer in the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Pitney out of the shotgun. Here we go. Here comes the pressure. Throwing down. High pass. Oh, just off the fingers of Westhaver.
Pass is incomplete.
So 3rd and 10 now.
10.
Offense kind of stalling here in these last couple of downs, but like I said, don't count them out yet. Coach Eunice has a lot of confidence in his players. So, Gavin, 3rd and 10, where do you go from here? If it's you down there calling the play, where are you going to go here?
I'm going to try to get a deep pass because you got to pick up the yards. Run, you might only get 4 yards, and that leaves you with a big 4th down then.
I go to Westhaver here. Oh, he's going to go deep. Amson's going to have some speed underneath, and he'll try to get across. Looks like they're tied up. And, nope, they're not going to call pass interference. Looks like the two players kind of got tied up there a little bit.
Incomplete.
Between him and, I believe it was Holmes. Now 4th down, so that'll send the punt unit out with Cabrera on that strong right leg. They'll see if he can kind of pin them back deep.
After 1, Cherubusco 6, Southwood 0.
So Cherubusco's up on the undefeated guys in our sectional 44. Southwood's a pretty good team. That defense is stout. Now Mace allowing 6 points a game. I mean, that's a defense now. Here we go for Cabrera to kick it away. He'll get ready to send it away. Just gets it across. Oh, it might be running into the kicker. It is. And that ball's going to go deep, and Triton's going to try to run it down. They'll not quite get him. It'll be a touchback if it stands. But like I said, running into the kicker. Watch it here, Gavin. Keep an eye on Cabrera. Yep, ran right into him, knocked him right over. But good job there by Coppice and Amson to try to get down there and keep it in play, but that'll be enough.
Sounds like a Matthew Slater play there, chasing it down to the end zone line.
The Brewers punt down at the 1 yard line.
Oh, they did get it inside the 1 yard line. Good job there by Coppice and Amson to stop it at the 1 yard line. Now, here's where that defense needs to do what they did. We saw Lemler be able to punch through the line. We've got the guys that have the speed and the quickness to be able to do that. You don't need to have those big old meat eaters down there along the line. These guys are a little bit lighter weight, but yet they're still strong. Guys can still get through there and really cause some ruckus down there along that line of scrimmage. Fulkerson's going to go under center on his own 1 yard line. The defense needs to come up big here. Man in motion, going to go up the middle to Schaefer, and they stop. Oh, did they stop him? They get a safety? Oh, no, Fulkerson kept it. He'll throw it incomplete. I thought they had him stop. Mercy. I can't quite see. I had to watch the screen on that one, so good job, Orion.
I wasn't sure where the ball was.
I wasn't either. I was looking. I thought Schaefer had it.
2nd down.
So 2nd down now on their own 1 yard line. So the defense stood tall there. Now, big thing is to kind of come back and answer back. We know we can get penetration on that line. This defense has forced 2 turnovers, and you got to believe that Coach Whitaker has got all the confidence in the world in his defensive guys right here. And these guys can make a big stand. It could really lift that offense. We'll see what they can do here. 7-0 is our score. Fulkerson under center on his own 1 yard line.
Right now, the end zone's acting as a 12th man on defense for Triton.
And Schaefer will get it, but he'll only go for a couple yards. Kobe Mast in on the tackle.
Jarrett Schaefer, ball carrier.
3. I can't. It must be the 4.
So maybe a couple yards on the correct. So maybe 3 yard gain on the 4. 3 yards gains up to the 4. 3rd and 7. Trey needs to stop him big here. Come on, defense, hold that line.
It's now 12-0, Cherubusco.
Holmes goes in motion. They're going to go back up. And it's Holmes. He'll get the pitch on the outside. He'll try to cut back in. I don't think he's having enough. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be real close on that far sideline.
Number 25, Braden Holmes, the ball carrier.
Real good job for him to use the outside and blocking to get big yards there.
I think they're going to give it to him, and they do. He was just close. That last effort got him across there. But still, that's a big thing for the defense. That's a win. You forced them to kind of have to work hard against you, and that right there, that says huge how well our defense is playing right now. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard, but yet they figured out, they've adjusted, and they're still playing tough. Hopper in motion. They're going to go up to Schaefer, and he'll get stopped here. Good job by the line to recognize the run there. Now, see, they're starting to figure out that triple option just a little bit, and they're starting to kind of pay attention to Holmes. This defense is really starting to read that offense really well. Wish my Broncos could do that. We'll see what they can do on Sunday.
No gain on the play.
Who they play this Sunday?
Oh, they're in Indiana this year.
Oh.
This time, I get to go see them.
That's cool.
Yeah, go Colts. I'm sure everybody else is saying that about it too. Oh well, the O'Hara Fab Five is going to be wearing orange and blue on Sunday, so he'll kick it on over, and it's going to be caught out there. I believe that was Tomlinson on the outside, and it was. Tomlinson gets the reception on that one.
That's a good tackle there by Amsden. He's been part of almost every play tonight.
And that's one thing. Quinn has really came into his own, and I still wish he would have played more years playing football. I mean, I always thought watching him play basketball, man, this has got to be really good at football. We'll take it. We got him for a senior season. We'll take it.
7 yards.
I'd like to see the effort out there by Q. Here we go. Man in motion. They'll stop there. Good job by Triton to stay home. Fulkerson now is going to try to get him to rumble back a little bit, but Schaefer's going to have, I think he's going to have enough for a first down, and he does move the chains for Northfield. So positive thing, though, that clock is still running. I mean, that's kind of a big thing. Triton will get the ball after the half. If they can hold them here, that'll be huge coming out of the second half. So 5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Fulkerson back under center, sends a man in motion. Hands off to Holmes. Holmes is going to cut upfield. Holmes has got some space. Shively can't run him down. Ness is going to have to cover him out, but good job there. I believe that was Quentin Amson again.
Number 25, Graydon Holmes.
Tackling machine in Q, Quentin Amson.
Really good job for him to make Kobe Mass fall there, get through. I can't tell who that one was, but that was a good job to get through all the tackles.
Yeah,
Big pickup there.
Yeah, Holmes is the guy. I mean, we've seen him go in motion along with Hopper going kind of the split side. So those two runners, they've got some good running teams on this. So we're going to get our first timeout of the ball game.
Yards on the first down carry for Holmes.
So the Trojans call a timeout, and as they call a timeout here, on behalf of the TTSN, everybody at TTSN, the Triton Athletic Department, and our viewers, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for the Keels family's generous donation that covered the IHSAA broadcast fee for this postseason game. Without your support, this broadcast would not have been possible. We really appreciate your generosity and enthusiasm for Triton Athletics. Thanks again to the Keel family for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. And like we said, those broadcast fees, I mean, as Orion knows, they get a little steep for some athletics.
Football and basketball especially.
Oh, man, alive. I know this money all goes to them for us to have the rights to be able to broadcast these games, and appreciate everybody that. And it's viewing at home. Pretty sure Danny is. She told me she was. So,
Tim, can we get a timeout off on the scoreboard?
Yeah. Can we get a timeout off on the scoreboard for Triton?
Yes.
Please, thank you. I know it doesn't show up on the scoreboard. It's all right. We'll make your word. Fulkerson under center, 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Hopper goes in motion, going to go out to him. Good job by Cabrera to blow up the play. Lucas Cabrera read that one like a brand-new textbook and comes through and beats him there on the play.
That's great speed to get in there and push him back.
And he did a great job on that blocker. He just did everything he could, just kind of undercut the blocker there and got right to him. That was a great job by Lucas Cabrera, the gamer. The man's coming up big. He's a special player. I like Lucas is a player you really grow to like, and how he's able to compete and fight. And I mean, he's strong. He's strong. He's a universal remote. He can do a little bit of everything out there. Fulkerson goes to Schaefer. Oh, Fulkerson keeps it, and Triton blows up another one. The three guys going through is Lemler, Farrell, and I believe that was Trenton Kraft.
Yeah, Trenton Kraft. That was a big sack.
35-yard line.
Man alive. 3rd and 18 now from their own 35. The Triton defense standing tall, like we just talked about. They have a chance, though. If they can stop them again and force a punt, they have a chance to go to back-to-back scores. I mean, that's the New England way to go back-to-back scores before the end of the half, score once and get the ball back at halftime. There you go, Gavin. I'm pulling New England Patriot references out just for you, pal. Fulkerson goes under center. He's looking back to throw. He's going to go up. He's got a man beat, and they Amson he overran the ball, and Tomlinson got it now, and Triton lets out a big gain there.
That was a great read by the quarterback.
Caught by number 3,
Amson just outran that play.
Barrow's right there, too. That was good effort by Triton, though. Just lost track of him there.
You want to stay tuned during the halftime for a special announcement from Superintendent of Schools Jeremy Riffle.
Looking forward to that. Appreciate the words we got from him. Fulkerson's going to send Hoppert in motion. He'll go to the play action fake, looking down the middle. He's going to go out to Hoppert here on the near side. Westhaver's got a beat on him. He can't quite bring him down. Compass now. Hoppert drops in, but they're going to have a holding play. I bet they're going to call it down there. Well, it might be on Seth Forsyth. He kind of shrugged it off, but I imagine that this play's going to get drawn, get pulled back.
It was a real good catch by Hoppert and then a run after it.
He's a playmaker now. I mean, some of the stuff I read about him, this young man can take off and scoot and cut back and forth on a dime. We saw him do it earlier.
He did a great job finding the gaps of the defense there.
So blocking the back now. So that'll move him back.
From the spot of the foul, moves the ball to the 36.
So Fulkerson now relaying the
Net on the
play to his offense, and they'll come up now. They'll be on the first and 13 now from the 36-yard line of Triton. Fulkerson goes under center. 2 wide receivers split to the left side. Holmes goes in motion. He'll go up, he'll fake it, he'll go up to Schaefer. Good job there. I believe the man on the tackle right there. Looks like Trenton Kreft, and it is.
Lewis Cass is now up 22-8 on Pioneer.
Wow, Lewis Cass up. Man, they're in the driver's seat down there.
Good job at stopping him almost right on the line. Picked up the gap that the defensive line left open and stopped him.
And that's one thing. The guys are doing really good on that line. That line is doing great, and those linebackers are really starting to really read that inside run.
Mm-hmm.
They're forcing them to beat them with the pass and the outside runs. That's a good job of that defense. Schaefer now is going to try to go forward, and Triton's going to read it again. Good job there. Nate Amson ultimately kind of bringing him the rest of the way down, but I believe Lemler tripped him up.
I thought I saw 58 Farrell. No, that is Lemler.
Lemler gets in there. That was a good job. See that strong defensive play. If that line can continue to hold these guys, we got 1:50 left. If they can keep them out of the end zone or keep them out of field goal range, we'll see what they can do. That'll be huge going into halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Still 12-0 Cherubusco. It looks like there's 8 minutes left in the second quarter.
So Busco beating the undefeated Southwood right now. Fulkerson now, here we go, third down. He's going to roll left. He's got a man over on the left side. He's going to try to go over top the defense. He'll cut it around the middle, and Hoppert's going to have it. It'll be a first down, I believe. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. They're going to bring a fourth down intended for Hoppert.
Brings up 4th and 8.
They're going to say bounced off the turf on that one.
Yeah, it did look like that.
So 4th and 8 now. Triton's going to have to hold them here. This defense, this is the men where we're going to separate the men from the boys. These guys can go out there. They're going to have to come up big on this play. This is huge. Huge moment here in the late goings of this half. Fulkerson now comes to the line. Now watch the big playability. The safeties have got to be ready. He's rolling left. He's going to go across the middle. Throws behind the player, but Holmes has got it. And they'll let him go forward. He went right where he knew where he was going to go with that football. He saw an opening in that zone and threw it right there.
That was a great catch. Shumpert and Cabrera did a good job of stopping there, though.
Wow, but that was an excellent effort by Holmes to turn his body around and make a play to throw that was behind him. So now they're inside the 10, first and goal for them. Triton stood tall the last time. Can they do it again? Fulkerson now going to send a man in motion. He'll go up to Schaefer. Schaefer's rumbling forward. Nope, they're going to patch down on Hoppert. He's going to have it and push it out, punch it in from 9 yards out.
Great pitch to Hoppert. Able to find space on the right side. Triton's defense tried to get down to him, but he was too fast at the end.
So that's going to put them up 13-0, awaiting the kick. He was perfect on his first kick there from Trent Osborne. So Northfield now up 2 scores on the Trojans. The Trojans are going to have to find a way to answer on offense because now it's time to, it's all or nothing now.
Mm-hmm.
99-yard drive. They start from their own 1. Oh, and it's through the uprights, and they'll go up 14-0.
Osborne's kick is good. So
defense had a solid opportunity on 4th and long, but they had a great pass and great and even better catch by Holmes. Set them up there at 1st and goal. And they just gave it to Hopper, and he ran it right in there. 99 yards they went on that drive. You talk about to sustain the drive. Northfield just did it there. Triton's defense had a bunch of good moments in that drive. So, I mean, they can't quite give up on themselves yet. I mean, yeah, the scoreboard right now is not where we want it. But for the team, we got to believe in ourselves, trust those abilities, and go out there and do everything we can to keep ourselves in this ball game. It ain't over yet.
I think after halftime they're going to come out ready, and they're going to play even harder than they were before.
And that's one thing. And a guy like Coach Eunice can fire you up. I'm telling you what, that pregame speech is still. I'm telling you what, I was still talking about it. He had me all fired up for it. But we saw earlier. Okay, so think about this too. Quentin Amson had a great return off that last kickoff. So we have weapons that can take off and go. So if the kick return coverage can give him a chance to get past the 50 or up nearby, that gives Pitney and that strong arm a chance to throw it a few chances down to the end zone. So they still have time. They still have 2 timeouts left in this half. Triton still has an opportunity to find pay dirt. They've got to put the throttle down and hammer down and try to get in that end zone before halftime, or even have a chance to move the ball and kind of gain some of that confidence back. So here we go. We'll wait Osborne's kick.
Try to put the camera on the opponents once in a while to make the other team happy.
Oh, my. We had fun this weekend.
So Oregon Davis is commenting on you guys.
Yeah, we really appreciate the info from the other teams that are watching. Appreciate them watching the live stream.
That was a good game for volleyball, too.
Yes, it was. Sectional championships. Going to play a regional game tomorrow against Mount Vernon. Nice kick. Amson goes off his hands. He's going to have to pick it up and he'll have to do something with it. He doesn't have very many blockers. Amson's going to try to go to the outside, but he'll get tripped up, and he'll be inside the 20. Amson was going to try to run before he had that ball.
It was a good job for him to get back to and still gain yards, though.
So a long way to go with 43.4 seconds remaining for Connor Pitney. But we got the playmakers. I mean, you can do some wheel routes there to the outside. If the guys can get out of bounds, you can trot down the field in a hurry. Trust me, I do it on Madden all the time. As this man over here running the computer for us will tell you that there was a certain team beating them 28-3, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And a certain team came back and beat them. So don't count anybody out just yet. Connor Pitney, he's going to go back out of the shotgun. Trips left for the Trojans. McIntyre gets up the gut. McIntyre catches him off guard. He's running around the field. McIntyre's got some space. McIntyre's got one man to beat. He's going to go down, and he'll have a big gain on first down. That's the home run hitter play we need right there. McIntyre smacks one deep.
Good job to take off on the right side, break the tackle by 24, jump over, I think it's 23. Good job, number 3, to track him down at the end, though.
Tomlinson had a beat on him, but McIntyre had one man to beat. You talk about how to get up and run, that's how you do it. McIntyre has been the motor the last 2 games. The man with the motor that doesn't quit comes up big there. Pitney now feeling a lot of momentum. He'll throw a nice strike over to Westhaver, and he'll use those good hands that he's got, and he'll bring it down.
It was a great read by Pitney to find Westhaver going out towards the side. Good catch.
And Keegan and Connor and I went on one of the interviews. We talked about Keegan's hands. He's got great hands. I mean, we see him do it in basketball, but right there he shows them off. And, I mean, the catches tonight, the guys aren't dropping balls. I mean, Pitney's getting them there. The guys, if they have a chance to make the play, they're making the play, and they're catching it, and they're bringing it down. Great job there. So now 1 timeout remaining for the Trojans. But great play by Keegan Wester. Even better throw by Connor Pitney. Smart, too. They're working towards that sideline. That's one thing you got to keep an eye on. That sideline's going to have to be your friend. 20 seconds left and only 1 timeout remaining. So, Gavin, we got the plays kind of running. The passing game's kind of working. However, do you take a risk and try to go McIntyre again? Because they know we're going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah, right here I'd go to McIntyre.
Do you go to that draw player and go up the middle? Man, I don't know.
He's done a great job breaking tackles today. I think he could do it big here, too.
At the same time, you could almost use that wheel route and run him up too. I mean, he can run route. He runs routes really well. So we're going to go 3 wide receivers on the near side. Westhaver will be the lone wide out to the right. Here we go. 2nd and 6, 20 seconds left for Pitney. Here's the snap. Nice block there by McIntyre. He steps into that throw and just underthrows. It's not enough. Westhaver can't adjust to it.
That's a good job by Pitney to get off the pass with all the pressure on him.
Keegan came close. I mean, he got hit as he threw. So, I mean, that's not easy, but the ball's kind of batted just a little bit there. But Westhaver, I mean, he made a good play trying to come back to the wall. 3rd and 6, 14.8 remaining. Triton's got the momentum. We'll see if they can punch it in and go for that 2 for back-to-back thing there. Gavin's eyeballing the food. I can tell he's hungry to get himself warmed up and get him back to life over here. Here we go for Pitney. He'll drop back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's going to throw one up. He's dialing long distance for Shumpert. Did it intercept it?
Yep.
And Tomlinson comes down with it. And there's the interception at the end of the half, 7.3.
That's a good job by what's his name, Tomlinson, to pick it off right there in the end zone.
I mean, he did the right thing. Shumpert had a plan, but then Tomlinson comes in and elevates over top of Shumpert. There wasn't much, and Shumpert got shaken up on that play. Hope he's all right. So 7.3 now on the 2-yard line. Galloway's going to running play to run out the clock. Triton's going to trail 14-0 at the half. We'll have, like I said, stay tuned during halftime. We'll have a special message from Superintendent Jeremy Riffle at Coach Arvison's wedding here tonight. Fulkerson's going to run before, and that's going to be the end of the second quarter. 14-0, Northfield leading the way. Like I said, stay tuned. We're going to have that special message from Coach or from Jeremy Riffle.
To the 6-yard line, and that's the half. With the score, Northfield 14, Triton 0.
This is Jeremy Riffle, Superintendent of Triton School Corporation, with the Fall Spotlight. I want to begin by first of all thanking several people. Without these individuals, these type of communications would not be possible, and they definitely wouldn't be as top-notch as they are. So I just want to begin by thanking Mr. Orion Lemler, Andy O'Hara, Kenny Barnhart, Gavin Greer, and Trenton Barnhart for their active role in the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Most importantly, I would like to thank our scholar athletes, our coaches, and our teachers, or as I like to call them, difference makers, for their dedication and commitment to living out Trojan pride, the Trojan way. We will continue to make a commitment to ourselves and our community to be men and women of character, We will also know that we will slip at times and we will make mistakes, but we thank you for your support. We thank you for your encouragement. But we will take responsibility for our actions, apologize, and come back stronger, setting ourselves up to do the same thing in life. So that being said, I would like to talk a little bit about NG3, Next Generation Character, Community, and Change, an awesome organization that is investing in our scholars and our scholar athletes at Triton. Behind the scenes, there are two very, very important people that I have to mention when mentioning NG3, and that's our sponsors. Due to the generous donations this year by Earl Chupp of Woodenware USA and Joe and Whitney Swanson of Swanson's Cars and Trucks. They gave monetarily so we can make sure that those programs are successful and continuing to honor our kids when they do great things. So Next Generation Character, Community, and Change, what is it? It's a great organization that simply says character changes our community, and we want to continue to instill character in our students and in our scholars. So there's very integral people behind the scenes on this. Leading the way, leading the charge is Jordan Ickes and his wife Wendy. I also want to thank Dan and Emily Stichter. I want to thank Nancy Miller, Heather and Al Chupp, and Mason and Lindsay McIntyre for investing in our scholars. NG3 has weekly huddle groups. And along the same lines, we thank our 30 Kids Hope mentors that are investing into elementary students each week. So similar to Trojan Pride, in the NG3 program, scholars are recognized each week for living out core values and in showing impeccable character. Many of you have become accustomed to what Trojan Pride is. It's simply us looking for our students and our staff members and our community members showing personal responsibility, respect, integrity, determination, and enthusiasm. This year, as we transform what we do and our actions, attitudes, and behaviors, we are implementing Trojan Pride pre-K through 12th grade, all speaking the same language, all recognizing the positive things that our students are doing. At the high school, weekly incentives have been given for Trojan Pride as a focus for staff and scholars alike. I want to congratulate Raina Dixon for designing the first ever Trojan Junior Senior High School Trojan Pride t-shirt. For the month of September, the high school gave over 2,000, or from the beginning of the year through September, gave over 2,000 tickets. I want to congratulate for the elementary school, Sam McIntyre and Dolan Berkeypile for coming up with the winning t-shirt design at the elementary school. This is the 10th anniversary of Trojan Pride t-shirt at the elementary school. Celebrated the Trojan Pride kickoff just this last Friday before fall break, where one student from each classroom received the first round of Trojan Pride t-shirts. And they reported out at that event that they've given over 1,500 Trojan Pride tickets. So that's just the way that we say good job to our students. It allows us to reinforce the positive behaviors, and we specifically give them to students who show personal responsibility, taking responsibility for their actions. Respecting themselves, respecting others, and respecting those that are in authority. Integrity, doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Determination, overcoming obstacles, and enthusiasm, doing that with excitement. In addition to Trojan Pride, we've also implemented the Trojan Way, and that is simply thinking of others over self. How can we continue in a society that is all about me? How can we continue to instill in our students and our staff members in our campus thinking of others over self? Triton School Corporation, just a few weeks back, mobilized over 1,000 individuals. That's 930 students and over 130 staff members to work on the Triton Gives Back Day. What an awesome event. As you can see behind me are some pictures from that event. I'm just so proud of our students, our scholars, our staff members for their commitment and determination and enthusiasm in that activity. So for 2 hours, we simply said, you know what, we're going to go out and we're going to try to bless others in some way, shape, or form. So just an awesome event. We look forward to that becoming part of our DNA, not just a one-time thing. I want to wish our football team tonight the best of luck, we like to say we wish them their best, not the best of luck. So we wish them their best tonight as they face Northfield at Trojan Field, and like I said, the 47th annual Indiana State football tournament. Our volleyball Big Blue Slam, the Triton Big Blue Slam, will be competing against Morgan Township Cherokees at 11 a.m. on Saturday at the Culver Regional. So we're super excited for them. They've come a long ways. They continue to grow in their leadership and meshing as a team. We're super excited to give our young ladies a send-off at approximately 9:15 a.m. At door number 4 of Triton High School. So let's give them a great send-off and continue to encourage them to give their absolute best as well. The Spirit of Triton Marching Band received gold at the Homestead High School a few weeks back, and then just last week they received a silver at Lafayette Jefferson in the open class regionals. So why is this important? It's simply because this is the highest class that they can be in as they compete. So this is the first time that the Triton marching band has ever been part of that. So we're super excited for them in the future. I want to thank Mr. Seal and the Spirit of Triton Marching Band under the direction of drum majors Miss Delaney Albright and Mr. Dylan Fear as they continue to work hard for future successes. I want to give a shout out to our Triton boys tennis team, who were the 2019 Hoosier North Conference co-champs. These young men represented their family, our school, and the community very, very well this season. Our Triton cross country team had an outstanding year, worked really, really hard, and showed a lot of improvement throughout the year. So we had some regional qualifiers, Ty Ferry, Brandon Kitch, Russell Reichard, Annie Hill, and McKenna May. The cross-country team will also, some of them will be representing us this weekend at the semi-state at New Prairie. So we congratulate Russell Reichard as he competes for his family, our school, and our community. Triton Robotics team, the elementary and the junior high robotics actually hosted a tournament approximately 2 weekends ago, the second time in 2 years that they hosted this tournament, and 3 of Triton's teams were in the top 10 finalist competition, doing a great job, working really, really hard to hopefully qualify for the state competition. So they're working hard to reach that goal. Triton Junior Senior High School Counseling Department, congratulations to them for receiving the Gold Star Counseling Award. They were awarded this last summer, but the official announcement just came out a couple weeks ago. So a lot of time and effort went into that, both through our counselors and our community and different scholars and community members. So great job and thank you. Exciting things happen in our classroom. One of those is the Triton FFA under new leadership of Miss Dakota Cook. They will be headed to the national convention next week. They're doing some great things within their organization, and the most important thing they're growing is not crops, but leadership skills. So we're super excited about them and the opportunities that they will have to continue to grow this year. I spoke to a number of graduates just over the last couple weeks and to their parents as well, who are thrilled with what our students are able to accomplish as they've gone off to college and how many classes they do not have to take because of many of the dual credit classes they've taken at Triton. So that's just a tribute to the time and effort that's been put into making sure that we have quality instructors, quality content, and are preparing them for their future. We have 2 young men right now that are taking the aeronautics class through our CTE, which is called our Career and Technical Ed. So they will actually, over the next few months, they will be flying 5 hours in work or in pursuit of their pilot's license. So just an awesome thing that's new this year. Numerous other students are working towards certifications in the area of welding, precision machinery, auto mechanics, and welding. Precision machinery is just an up-and-coming field as far as the robotics piece of that and the technology that's included. Just so future job readiness, just amazing stuff that's happening. We're super excited about the 9 new teachers that have joined us this year, just doing an outstanding job and truly are difference makers. So I just want to give them a shout out and say thank you for their efforts. I want to thank the mentors that are coming beside them and just helping them out with lesson planning, with interacting with our students, just continuing to make their curriculum quality for our students in their future. Triton Elementary Art. If you get the opportunity, I encourage you to take a walk down the Triton Elementary hallways, and you're going to see some updated art. Since 1991, in those hallways, it's been beautiful works of art from artists around the world, very famous artists, but super excited. Just in the last few weeks, we actually put Triton Scholars artwork in those hallways. It just gives it another added touch of allowing students to take pride in their school, being proud of their work, and continuing to display their talents and abilities to their peers. Trojan Trade, an awesome opportunity. I want to thank Mrs. Schaefer for, first of all, her passion, her vision, but then also the hard work that she's put into making Trojan Trade possible. Trojan Trade is for all Triton students. It's simply a little store that has all sorts of clothes. It has alarm clocks. It has jewelry. It has all sorts of things that our scholars need. They simply have the opportunity to bring in something maybe doesn't fit anymore, or maybe just isn't up to a style that they would like to portray, and they can actually bring that in and trade that in the Trojan Trade store. So that'll be starting up after fall break, and we'll get more information out on that. But just once again, Triton teachers looking for a need, seeing a need, and then coming to the call of that need and doing whatever they possibly can to make this an awesome place for our kids on a daily basis. So thank you, Mrs. Schaefer. I want to congratulate Triton School Corporation, Triton Elementary School, and Triton Junior Senior High School for just doing some great things. I once again want to thank Mr. Bill Keel for his sponsorship of tonight's game. I also want to thank the Triton Trojan Sports Network for their continued support and play-by-play of tonight's game. I hope you enjoy the second half of Triton Trojans versus the Northfield Norsemen.
All right, welcome back, Triton Trojans fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler, and Gavin Greer's up here with us in the booth here tonight as the Trojans trail here at halftime 14-0. And so she can go to bed. I'll get her shout out of the way. Danny, she's at home watching. She gets a kick out of watching these games. She keeps telling me what I need to talk about, and she was confused. She thought I was going to call the Broncos and Colts game. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not that big yet. I'm probably never going to be that big. But Danny, here's your shout out. It's time for you to go to bed. Parenting from afar, so it works. So listen to your mom. I'm sure you'll be asleep when I get home. So Jax, he's probably asleep and probably doesn't understand what's going on. So like we said, there's a lot of things to build on here, Gavin. The defenses came alive. Trent Kraft has forced 2 fumbles in this game. Mm-hmm. That's huge. It's getting everybody kind of back and being involved. And then the thing that just spoke wonders to me is the 4th and 1 deep in their own territory, and then Coach Eunice said, go for it, and Pitney punched it through. Now, it's going to have to be these guys are going to have to dig deep. They're going to have to play within. They're going to have to play all out the rest of the way. They cannot be conservative. They've got to be playing that hard football. They're going to have to be playing smart football, turnover-free football. Yeah, Pitney had the interception at the end there. You kind of had to go for that deep pass like what he did. You got to do those things. Mm-hmm. But these guys have proven they can move the ball. We know what the combination is going to work, and just tweak that a little bit and give it a shot. We have a chance in this ball game.
We do.
Both teams are 0-0. We forget what happened this season. We're 0-0. No team's lost. No team has won yet. It's still a clean slate. But the only difference in this one, the loss, you're done. Mm-hmm. And for these guys, I know with these seniors and a lot of these juniors, they want this bad.
They do.
And I know D'Angelo Shumpert, and I know Trenton Kraft, and I know for a fact that Connor Pitney want this bad. And these guys, they can get there. They can do those things. Quentin Amsden, look how he has played tonight. You talk about it, 2 All-Stars on defense, Quentin Amsden and Trenton Kraft have played awesome. You're a senior. You played, tennis, with the stuff you've done in tennis. You've been on part of the basketball team. You're a senior out there. What's going through your mind as, hey, you know what, this could be it? You get that little jolt that, hey, I got to play a little bit better. Today I've got to give it all that I've got today.
You want to earn yourself another week.
And that's huge. And I can go back and say to myself, Grant, I didn't play sports. We all know that. I showed livestock. I can still go back. The last time I walked in the ring was showmanship at State Fair with the breeding stock, and I was out there in the drive to be out there, and I made a bonehead move because I was trying to adjust. But when you're out there and when you walk away for the last time, it hits you, and it hits you hard. And right now these guys need to play and say, hey, you know what, this could be it. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be over. You got to survive another week. You have got to use that energy and come out kicking and screaming, and just come kick the team in the mouth right away, because our defense proved it. Our special teams did it the first kickoff of the game for them. The offense is doing it. They're figuring out ways to get the ball moved. They're finding a way to beat that pressure. They just now got to make smart plays and try to get that ball in the end zone. That's the biggest thing they got to do. They got to put points on the board, and they're going to have to do it in a hurry. Well, I got another broadcast with a sheep reference, so there we go. So tomorrow we said we got Rusty is running.
Russell Reichert, yeah.
Russell Reichert, he's running tomorrow for the semi-state down at New Prairie. They're running that. Good luck tomorrow to Rusty. And then, of course, the girls' volleyball team will have that one for you live tomorrow out there at Culver. So good luck to them. That was a lot of fun to call.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. The girls played great against Oregon Davis. They've got a tough battle ahead against them tomorrow. So good luck to them.
Who do they play tomorrow?
Morgan Township, right?
Yeah.
Morgan Township's tomorrow. So they come in with a pretty good record. I mean, they're a tough team. They beat some pretty good teams to get where they're at. And Triton, they're playing tough too. And these girls, they can find that third scorer, like Coach Perry talked about in our interview. They are going to be hard to beat. So Quentin Ames and D'Angelo Schumberg back to receive Osborne's kick. This offense has got to get going. We'll see if they throttle down here in the second half. They came alive in defense through that game. They kind of have to have things figured out in this second half, or it's going to be ugly the rest of the way out. This team has a chance. They're going to have to find it now. Osborne with a pooch kick there, and it's going to go. A nice job there. Kobe Mast has it. The big running back's out. He's going to rumble forward, and it's going to take the quarterback.
Kobe Mast.
That's a good run by man.
Fulkerson's going to bring him down. Boy, I almost said Schaefer. I knew that was wrong. It caught me napping.
9 yards on the return.
So here on this opening drive, do you go throttle down? Do you try to throw it up over the defense? Or do you try those slants were working? Those quick outs were working. The screens were working. Do you try to pass the ball a little bit, or do you try to run that ball to see if you can punch it down there? Well, what would you do, Gavin, if you're calling the plays?
I'd start with pass, open up the field a little bit, and then switch into run game.
So they're going to go with that draw play. Good draw play by McIntyre. Look at him drag that pile forward. Nice running play by the junior Hunter McIntyre, man with the motor that doesn't quit.
7 yards, it'll be 2nd and 3.
A good job to find the hole, break through 63, and drag him through.
So Triton coming up big. That was a good play on first down. So that's the kind of stuff. Keep moving the ball forward. Don't worry about what's on the scoreboard right now. Just worry about your job. Go down and execute every play that's coming into you. Pitney now is going to come up 2nd down and 3 from their own 49-yard line. He's going to go trips right, solo receiver here left. McIntyre's in the backfield. Pitney out of the pistol. Play action fake, quick hitter. Finds Amson, Quentin Amson. He's got speed. He cuts upfield. Good job there by Quentin Amson to rumble forward. And they're still trying to bring him down. He may be small, but is he mighty?
Real good read for Pitney. Find Amson out there all alone. Good job, Amson, to get through 83 and number 3. Good job of them for picking him up, though.
And that was a great downfield block by D'Angelo Schumberg, an unselfish senior right there. He was unselfish, goes down and blocks downfield. Those are the kind of plays that are going to be huge here going the rest of the way out. They're going to split 2 wide receivers to either side for Pitney's going to work out of the shotgun there with McIntyre behind him. They're going to run option. Pitney's going to keep it. The senior's going to try to go down, and he's going to get ripped down by Logan Cox, the junior lineman. Ran him down from behind him, pulls him down to the ground. Might have lost a yard on the play. Oh, no gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
It was a good job on Pitney to get back to the line, not lose any yards.
But he did a smart thing, though. He didn't pitch it outside because they had that option covered well. I mean, just try to get back to the line of scrimmage is the best thing to do. Mm-hmm. That's a good point, Gavin. Very good point. So here we go. Pitney now out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Kopp is here on the near side. Here we go. See that line can hold that pressure. Quick hitter again. Finds Quentin Amson. Q has got the screen. He's got some space. Quentin Amson goes to the second level, but fumbles the ball. And I think Northfield has it. I think Northfield's got it, and they do.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Northfield.
It was a good pass by Pitney to Amson. Amson able to make him fall, get through, but just bad hands at the end there.
Got to cover that up when you're running through a team like that. I get the speed trying to break it through, but you got to cover that ball and tighten it down like a pressured cooked mason jar. You can't let that thing be free. So Fulkerson now has the ball. Triton defense is going to have to keep them in this ball game. They're going to go to Holmes on a misdirection play, and Kobe Mass had it sniffed out. I can't bring him down, but good job on the far side to bring him down. I can't see who was in. I think Nate Amson and Quentin Amson run on the tackle. Couldn't see. Might have been Cabrera. Might have been out there too. I saw some white sleeves. I couldn't tell who it was. Happened so quick, and I got to look through what I got to look through to see. So the misdirection worked there on that drive just a little bit.
Number 25, Greg
3-yard gain on the play.
3 yards to the 20 at 2nd and 7.
So Fulkerson's going to go back under center. We'll see what they do here. 2nd and 7. He'll go on the option. He's going to have to keep it. Nate Amson's got it, but here comes Jeremiah Farrell.
It was a real good job, Trojan D there.
Love that motor by Jeremiah Farrell to see that.
That's a big tackle.
Him and Lemler were there to greet him with open arms, and they push him back on 2nd down.
Back to the 19,
so 1 yard loss, but still, that's a huge momentum. This defensive line and this defensive front is keeping Triton in this ball game.
Mm-hmm.
They got to come up big here. 3rd and 8 now. They're going to send Holmes in motion. Fulkerson's going to keep it, and there we go. Kobe Mass with the sack.
It was a good job by Mass to see it wasn't going 25 and put him right down.
He overshot. They were going to go to him, but he overshot the runner there. Good job by Kobe Mass to say, hey, I got to beat on the quarterback. I'm getting the quarterback. Big, good job on our 3rd down stand there, and that's going to send the punt team back to kick it away. I believe it's Grayson Holmes will be the kicker, and Amsden now are back to receive. He could have a big return here on special teams, would be huge for Triton. They're going to be a fake punt. Fulkerson goes up over cross, and he'll have an incomplete pass. Triton's got great field position. Wow, had a wide open man. He just, oh man. It's a legal man downfield, so Triton right here, they could decline this, and they got a good field position starting off.
Ineligible downfield, that's declined. Result of play, Northfield turns the ball over on down.
That was a great job, and man, they got a lucky break because Hopper was wide open, and Amsden wouldn't have had a play on him. He'll be off to the races.
It's real good for us to get in the red zone here.
But right here, you have this moment. These are the key moments on offense. This team has got to capitalize. It's now time to play all out. They've got to capitalize on this drive. This is it here. You got to be playing big boy football now. Here we go. Pitney hands off to McIntyre, and he'll rumble forward, and he'll get brought down in a hurry.
McIntyre, the ball carrier.
Really good stop by,
Picks up a yard.
I don't see his name on here, but I think that's 43.
Yeah, there's a couple names that weren't on Max Preps.
Yeah.
And Huddle.
I forgot to ask you if you put your big boy pants on tonight.
Put my big boy pants on tonight. Yes.
Warm ones.
Well, warm ones? Oh, no. We're good. It isn't that cold yet.
Well, you're always talking about putting your overalls on.
Well, I haven't had to this year. Didn't have to this year. It hasn't been that cold. McIntyre cuts upfield. The one night I should have was when we went to Knox to watch that game. I should have worn them that night. That's where I went wrong.
It was a good job to find McIntyre out on the side. He did a good job getting it. Looked like about right back at line of scrimmage.
So Triton now be 3rd down and long. They move back a yard, so 3rd and 10. They have got to convert this or get this in the end zone, one or the other. It's got to happen here. They have got to make it. You got to believe Eunice has something good dialed up for this play.
I'd go Shumpert on this play.
He's looking that way. Oh, he tries to go across. No, we're going to get a flag on the play. Oh, maybe not. I can't see. Nope, no flag. I guess I must have saw the football. Okay, I saw the football.
Passes tipped and incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10.
So 4th and 10 now. They're going to switch Cabrera for Coppice. The rest of the way now, it's got to be 4 down territory for these guys. So 4th and 10. Got to dial some up. You got to be perfect on this play here. It's got to be perfect. It's got to gain some yards. 4th and 10 now from the 15-yard line of Northfield. He'll drop, looking left. He's going to try to float it up to Cabrera. Cabrera's held a little bit. Did he get it? Cabrera's got it. Touchdown. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. But there's a flag on the play. He was draped all over by the defender. So it's on them, pass interference, so that's huge. Triton catches a break on 4th down. So now with that momentum, they have got to score. So 4th and 3, so they don't get an automatic first down on that one.
Result of the penalty moves the ball to the 7-yard line.
So 4th and 3 from the 7-yard line now. It's a good call there. I keep thinking, I always think of pro early when they call the pass interference of automatic first down. We don't get automatic first downs. So Pitney here, got to make this work. Got to be perfect on this play. Pitney gets the snap off. Here he rolls back. He's going to try to go across the middle. Throws it behind Coppice, and that ball's incomplete. And Northfield takes over from their own 7-yard line. Had a guy right height to throw it up to, but just threw it just behind Coppice.
Northfield will have a 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line is where Northfield will go. Triton just having a hard time on offense to find a way to put it in the end zone. Fulkerson now is going to go up to Schaefer, and he's going to rumble forward. He's going right through that defense, and he'll have something close, and he'll get a pretty good game there on first down.
32, Jared Schaefer, the ball carrier.
So they'll get a first down, so he'll get just far enough for a first down. So here we go, 10 yards on the carry there, or 12 yards on the carry, rather. Get my math right.
Triton just has to figure out a way to stop this run, force them to the pass game.
And they've done it thus far. He'll drop it over the top to Holmes, see a little bit different look there, but good job by the defense to corral him quickly.
It was a good pass right over all the defense, and good job by trying to stop him right there.
And the big thing is going to have to be here, the defense. Okay, you know, we know we can force turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Can we turn ourselves into the Bears of old and try to force a turnover and try to score off a turnover? That's what they're going to have to kind of be. That's the mentality they're going to have. So we're having a hard time putting the end zone on offense. We may have to do on defense. Schaefer's going to go up, and he'll rumble forward. But the other thing is, too, they don't throw the ball a whole bunch. So getting the interception is not going to quite be there. But a fumble can really turn the game around right here if they can force one. First down now, so they'll move the chains on the run there after Schaefer. But they're there. I mean, they're playing well. I mean, they're finding ways to move the ball, and they're getting some lucky breaks. They got to find a way to put it in the end zone. Fulkerson goes back under center with a fresh set of downs. Schaefer's picked up both of the first downs on running. Here's a snap, goes to Schaefer again. He'll rumble forward, but the line's going to be there to grab him as he gets a few yards on the carry. Hey, those are positive yards. Those will work.
Good job dragging down.
So second down now. It's 7 from the 33-yard line. 3 yards. Hey, nothing wrong with 3 yards of carry. And that's worked well here tonight for Northfield as they're up 2 scores here in the late goings of the third quarter. Triton's got to find an answer. He drops back. High pass. Going to get to Tomlinson, and he'll go forward, but Triton's going to stop him. He'll be a few yards shy of a first down. That'll bring up third down now.
After Cherubusco led most of the first half, Southwood's actually up 14-12 at halftime.
So the undefeated guys in our bracket are charging their way back. Southwood's pretty good defense, and they got a pretty stout offense too.
4 yards on the pass play.
But Busco, they're not bad. There's a reason why they were up in that game. So here we go now. Fulkerson here again. He's going to go to Schaefer. And Schaefer is going to rumble forward. Oh, he's going to keep on going. They're still pushing the pile. Jeez, that's a strong run right there. He just kept driving his legs and pushing that pile. Look at this.
Wow. How many people's on him? That's like 5?
No, there's 5 or 6 there. My
yeah.
goodness.
First down for Northfield.
That's hard to beat when you got to get up there and stop those guys. Here we now, 1st and 10 now from their own 45-yard line. Defense breaks huddle. Here comes Fulkerson. 3 first downs on this drive, all picked up by Schaefer. And we're going to get and they're going to call a penalty.
Penalty flag.
So illegal procedure on the offense. That'll move the ball back a few yards. So Triton buys a break here, moves them back a few yards. So, I mean, like I said, the offense is finding a way to move the ball. I mean, they don't throw the ball a ton. You're just going to have to, you got to find a way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good teams play well, but great teams find a way to put it in the end zone. That's what this team has the potential to be a great team and find a way to adjust and put the ball in the end zone. I mean, I don't think this. I know our guys can do it. We've seen them do it. They just got to find a way to answer that call here. They're close, but they've got to find a way to put it all together and finish. Fulkerson goes back to pass. He pulls it back down. He's going to go work on the left side. He's going to try to find a way back up there, and he'll get past the line of scrimmage, and he'll have a pretty good gain there on 1st down. Might have got back to where they started off.
Yeah, it looks like he did. Did a good job to fake it, get away from Farrell, break through Mast and Lemler there.
It's a good job there by Fulkerson to find a way, but trying an even better job to keep him corralled. They took away his he was ready to throw that ball, but they did a good job. The coverage did great on that play to shut down the pass. Time to step up big here on defense. Tomlinson. I believe it's Tomlinson and Forsyth here on the near side as Hopper goes in motion. Going to go up to Schaefer up the middle. Schaefer's got a big hole, and he'll rumble forward. And Gavin Ness trying to drive him back, but he'll have enough for another 1st down. 4 first downs on this drive alone for Schaefer.
Done a good job tonight, just going straight up the middle, making people fall off and pushing through.
So here we go now, minute 50 and counting remaining in the 3rd quarter here. We ever have a change of possession here shortly. So Fulkerson now back under center. 1st and 10. Hopper goes in motion. He's going to keep it looking to pass. Pump fake. And Farrell didn't keep. Farrell had him wrapped up, but thought he threw it. But the pump fake, Farrell had him right there.
Good job, Farrell, to get there, make contact.
But good job by Westever to stay with the play and Lemler to come help.
5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 15.
Farrell had him dead to rights. Oh, mercy. That's all right. Those pump fakes, they can get you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So Fulkerson now back under center. I believe they're going to go to Schaefer. They're going to go to Holmes. Holmes is going to stop. Oh, he's going to try to draw him off sides. Good job by Cam Shively to stay home. Holmes now goes in motion. They go up. They change plays. Schaefer's got it. He'll rumble forward. Cabrera tries to bring him down. It's going to take a host of Trojans to get him. He'll be about a yard or two shy of a 1st down.
That's another big run by him.
36-yard line.
Straight down the middle again.
Picks up 12, and it'll be 3rd and about 3.
Forcing people off him.
So right now the defense is going to have to clamp down in the middle. They only get one more play off here before the end of the 3rd quarter with 17 seconds left on the play clock. 18 seconds, a few seconds difference between the two. Fulkerson, they're going to send Holmes in motion. Reverse now, it's going to go back to Hopper. Hopper's still on his feet, but Triton stops him. And that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 14-0 is our score.
That's a good job, Triton's D, to pile up on him there, force him down.
So as we take a break there on the quarter, we would like to thank our broadcast sponsor tonight, the Keel family. The Keels are proud of the determination and dedication of the players, managers, coaches, and staff and how they've showed that this season. The Keel family thanks you for keeping Triton's tradition of excellence alive. Go Trojans. Another thing here, did you know that TTSN is a volunteer program managed by the Triton Athletic Department? Started in 2012 as an outreach for our fans, the Triton Trojan Sports Network has strived to connect with those unable to attend events because of health issues or distance. It's our belief that doing so increases the likelihood of fans attending events when they're able, keeping Triton fans across the globe informed of Triton achievements on and off the playing field will continue to be our #1 goal. We appreciate any and all support that we get from everyone. It's great. We enjoy getting to do this and actually get to bring it to the people at home. And I know as far as, like, I've talked to a few parents. I mean, one last year, Chelsea Johnson's grandpa talked to me. They live in Florida, and they watched all the basketball games when Chelsea's playing. And, you know, that's great to hear that we have people watching all over the place and be able to all over the place. We had somebody from out of country last year, didn't we, Orion? I believe during basketball. We had somebody out of country watching, and we appreciate everybody and their involvement and their support, and we appreciate any and all support for for sponsorships for game and everything. We really appreciate it. So we're going to get things back underway. Here's the fourth and final quarter of this ball game. Triton's going to come up big here, 4th down and 3. Northfield wants a first down. Triton's defense has got to stand big one more time. Got to believe they're going to go to Schaefer, and they do. Oh, no, Fulkerson's going to keep it. Oh, and they got him. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Triton's got it. Gavin Ness, but they're going to call a late flag on the play. Either way, it's Triton's football.
Great job to get in there and force them to fumble it on the drop. Job Gavin Ness to get in there and pick up the fumble.
They might call that an illegal forward pass, how he kind of threw it.
Yeah.
Last one down, Triton will take over.
So, but still, either way, it's turnover on downs. Triton has the ball. Now, the big thing to remember here, Gavin, is there's a turnover. We have got to use that and put this thing in the end zone. That Connor Pitney is a good, in my mind, is a great quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, we watched Bo Snyder the last 3 years, and he had an opportunity to learn under a great quarterback. Connor is a great quarterback. Yeah, this year's kind of been up and down for him, but he has the mechanics, he has the tool, and he has got the highest IQ of a quarterback I have ever seen. I mean, getting to know a person, I mean, I'm sure there's other ones, but he can do it. He throws a strong pass. Keegan Westhaver shows off the hands there. Now that kind of play is going to work. There's still time for those kind of plays. If Triton can continue to stop them on defense, those little nickel and dime plays, those plays will work.
Out to the 47-yard line, gain of 6.
Big thing now is got to believe in yourself. Like you said, you don't want to be done. You want one more week. And for high school players, for some, it may just be one more week. That might be it. This could be it. You got to go out there and play and give it all out. Give it all out. Pitney drops back to throw. Here comes the pressure, steps into his throw. Has Amsden, but intercepted by Hoppert. And he just undercuts the throw there just enough. And Pitney upset on that one, but he might be shaken up. He's holding that left shoulder.
That's a good job in Northfield to get through the line, put pressure on Pitney. Good for him to get it off, though, but good job by Hoppert to pick it off.
Pitney put it there and a chance for Amsden, but Hoppert made a great play on the play. Pitney's in pain.
Northfield, 1st and 10.
And that right shoulder, he's holding that right shoulder. I hope he's okay. Huge blow for Triton if he can't come back. And that's going to send Fulkerson now with 11-13 in that running game. It's been working so far tonight. Chance for the clock to be their other man on the field. Hopper's going to go in motion. We're going to go to Schaefer. Oh, they're going to pitch it back to Hopper, but Triton, the defense, reads it perfectly. So Triton's still pushing them back. The defense has played great tonight. I mean, minus the score on the scoreboard, they're playing well. They've adjusted. And I mean, there's been some big plays that's got them, but sometimes you're going to have those plays. Danny Klein's coming in now. The junior is going to come out and relay the play as Nate Amson's going to get a break. So Triton's been moving. They haven't given much of an inch here for this. Their defense, they're slowing them down on the offensive side. High pass. Thompson intercepted by Quentin Amson. He's got some blockers. Quentin Amson's going to take it all the way in for an interception for touchdown. So what I talked about, defense is putting points up for Triton.
Great job to pick off what would have been an incompletion, take it back to the hole.
And that one there has lit a fire under the Trojan faithful. Wow, Quentin Amson, great job there on the interception return. That was at least from 30 yards out.
Got to go for a 2-point conversion here. Put us within, that would be 6.
And the tough Iron Man that Connor Pitney is goes out there with that shoulder. He got banged up pretty good on that last throw. You got to love his strength to go in there. They've got to convert here. 14-6. 2 points conversion now for Pitney. Goes to McIntyre. He's going to cut upfield. McIntyre's got the edge. Touchdown. Or 2-point conversion's good. Hey, it works. Hey, it's the end zone.
Good job to pitch it out to McIntyre. McIntyre push it all the way out to the side. Avoid contact till right at the edge.
So So right there, so they turned – now Northfield's turned the ball over 3 times in this game. We have turned it over twice, not counting turnover on downs. I'm talking turn the football over, not turnover on downs. Triton's giving themselves an opportunity. This defense right there, like I said, like the Bears used to do, they're going to have to force that turnover like they did in the Lovie Smith era. They have to force turnovers to keep themselves in the game. They did it right there. So now defense has got to do it again. They got to go out and stop them. They got plenty of time on the clock. And with those 2-point conversions, either way, if they score the ball the next time, it's a tie ball game. They're still in this game. It ain't over yet. There's a lot of football yet to be played. Triton's has got to go out and keep forcing turnovers and making Northfield commit mistakes. Or do you pull Sean Payton here and catch him off guard out there on the kickoff?
That's what I would do.
So
do what a college team did last week, kick it right off the team's face.
Dude, that was awesome. I don't know if anybody caught that, but the Ohio Bobcats kicker, I'm telling you what, he is my hero. He kicked that ball squarely off on the front line here on the kickoff, squarely off the face mask and the helmet of the player, and then they caught it. That was great. So here we go. Cabrera's got a strong leg. We'll see what he does here. And he uses that strong leg and drives it deep. They believe in their defense as Hoppert's got it inside the 10. He'll cut upfield. And he'll keep on his feet. Here comes the second chance. The defense, they're going to bring him down just outside the 35, maybe to the 36, 37-yard line. Now, this defense all year has played well. Yeah, you can't. Sometimes the scoreboard, you get wore down when you're out there a long time. But this defense, I'm telling you, that line of Shively, of Lemler, of Farrell and Amsden. Then you put in a great linebacking core with Kreft and Mast. And then adding Keegan Westhaver, who has been just awesome at outside linebacker. In that secondary with Quentin Amsden and Coppice and Ness and Shumpert checking in out, and Cabrera. They've got the pieces.
They do, and they have great motivation right now coming back in after the pick six and the 2-point conversion.
And that's what I love watching Coach Whitaker coach this defense. He has that passion. You see those guys that passion out there on the field, even when they're trailing. These guys are still fighting. They don't give up. Fulkerson under the center. I believe they're going to be running the ball here quite a bit. He'll keep on the quarterback keeper. He'll rumble forward. Triton's fighting for that football. Pushing him back. Good job there by trying to stand tall, but it was a good game there by Northfield.
Yeah, he did a good job going right straight through, but then good job of Triton team of piling up on him, pushing him down.
And a good sign. I know you can't quite see it on the camera, but Fulkerson seems kind of sluggish going back to the line. That could be huge.
Yeah.
They're wearing him down. They're wearing him down. I mean, they wore him down when he made a mistake the last time. They fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball, too, on that one drive, too. They're going to go a counter play up to Hoppert. Hoppert's been their big play guy so far tonight. He's still got the ball. Here comes the defense. But Quentin Amsden holds on for dear life, and they don't let him go any further.
Hoppert, the ball carrier.
Hopper did a good job making Mass miss. Beating, I can't tell who that was, but then a good job of them for finally picking him up on the outside.
Yeah, Quentin Amsden got in there and just wrapped him up, and then the guys, I mean, good job slowing down so everybody's get there. But still, first down. Defense, they can let them get a little bit of confidence, because then that's when they start to try something and then do a good job by forcing a turnover or stopping them big time. Really crushes the confidence, and Triton's in their heads right now. I mean, for me, they are. 14-8, we're still in this ball game. Hopper now is going to go on the outside. Up the middle to Schaefer. Here we go. He rumbles forward. Big man. He'll hit the guys. A good job by trying to hit him low, but he'll rumble forward for another first down.
They've done such a good job going up the middle the whole game.
And you sit there. It's like a jackhammer. Eventually you're going to keep hitting and hitting and hitting. You're going to find a soft spot and rig off a big piece, and he did it right there on the run.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm throwing all sorts of different references and different things in the night. Jackhammer. I haven't used that one yet. So here we go now. 1st and 10 from the Triton 35-yard line where Fulkerson will come back under center. 8:42 remaining in the ball game. They lead by 6. Hoppert in motion. Goes up, counter goes to Holmes. Holmes is going to put that ball outside. He's going to stiff arm, loses Amsden, but good job there by Kobe Mass to stay with the ball carrier. Boy, that's dangerous.
Real good stiff arm by Holmes there.
Man, he had that ball exposed. If anybody would have saw that right there, they could have swatted that away. He had that ball out there for anybody that wanted it.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
Trust me. Saw LaShawn McCoy do that so many times in Denver. I just felt like they never saw it the other night. Loss still stings a little bit. So here we go now. 2nd and 8 from the Triton 33-yard line. Hopper goes in motion again. They're going to go to the pitch to the outside. Illegal procedure, possibly.
Penalty flag.
And that's what it's going to be. So moving back a few yards.
Northfield.
Hey, we'll take it.
Move the ball back to the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you what, though, all those guys along the line deserve so much because they have done such a great job along that defensive line tonight. I mean, those guys have played really well. Whitaker relays the call in. You know, and that's a defense. You know, as a person who really enjoys watching defense, I'll tell you what, he gets a ton out of these guys on defense. I know they play two ways, but, man, he still gets them to come out and just give a little bit more each time. Fulkerson center, here we go. Goes up to Schaefer. Oh, he's going to keep it. Goes over to Holmes. Holmes has got some space. He's got room. He has the sideline, and it's going to take Cabrera's going to have to try to bring him down to push him out of bounds. Oh, it might still be inbounds.
Around right in.
Real good job to fake it there. Pitch it over to Holmes. Holmes gets good yards. Big stiff arm on Cabrera, but good job for them to track him down about 10-yard line.
And Cabrera's one of those players. He's a strong player. And that's going to put him well down into Triton territory, all the way down to the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for Fulkerson and company.
Triton 12-yard line, 26 yards on the run for Holmes.
Cass just scored again.
Cass is beating Pioneer pretty good, I guess. Fulkerson goes to Schaefer, and he's going to rumble forward. He's going to keep pushing that pile, and he'll get a pretty good carry on the play for Schaefer.
Garrett Schaefer, the ball carrier.
Good job making people pile up on him and still getting through it.
Picked up an 8 yards.
8-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 2 now. 7:37 remaining. The defense is going to have to find one more big stand of them here. See if the big blue defense can stop them here. Thompson in motion, but Fulkerson's going to keep it. He might have enough for a first down, judging where the far line judge is. They may give him a first down, maybe. No, 3rd and short. Got a yard on the play. So 3rd and 1. Defense is going to probably have 2 more downs. They have to stand tall out here on.
To the 3, it's 3rd and 1.
So the defense has done a good job. They've done a good job shutting Fulkerson down here for quite a bit. On the quarterback keeper, they got to find a way to shut him down on the outside. They can't. I mean, they got to dial up and be ready on the inside, but they're going to have to do whatever they can to stop that run up the middle. Fulkerson center, going to send a man in motion, going to give it, and he's going to keep it. And Fulkerson's going to punch it in from 3 yards out. Northfield's back on the board.
7, Levi Fulkerson, 3-yard.
Real good job him keeping himself and taking it right in.
So it worked there. Fulkerson just needed a few yards, and he punches it in from 3 yards out. And Northfield goes up by 2 scores. And then their kicker, who's been perfect on the night, will go back there, and Osborne's going to try to send it in again. So they get things sorted out down there. Coach Eunice kind of walking through Pitney down there on the sideline, what we're going to be doing going down into that next drive. It's going to be end zone or bust on this drive.
Yeah. They got to do it quick.
Osborne, and it's up, and it's good. So 21-6 is the score. Northfield's out in front.
So 6 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the fourth
So
quarter.
6:38 remaining as they change possession here. The verbal support for our live broadcast and videos by the Triton community and our neighboring opponents has been tremendous. Each broadcast, our volunteer team strives to bring a quality show without long commercial or technical interruptions. With the winter sports season just around the corner, we would like our viewers to know ways they can support our broadcast and what it goes towards. While our team receives no monetary compensation for the countless hours of preparation and travel, it does take expensive equipment to bring you each game in spotlight. From live games to non-sporting events and even going behind the X's and O's. The equipment used requires subscription fees, occasional upgrades, and replacement. Regular season sponsorships and donations go towards equipment, upkeep, and expansion. Postseason support goes directly to the IHSAA and former broadcast right fees. If you believe in our mission and want it to continue, please consider making a contribution to the Triton Athletic Department. Earmarked for Triton Broadcasting. Your continued support is very much appreciated. And as we said earlier on everybody here at TTSN, we want to thank the Keel family for their sincere gratitude for a generous donation that covered the broadcast fee here tonight for us to have the right to be able to broadcast this game. As Osborne gets ready to kick it away, Schumpert and Amson back. But the last time it went to Kobe Mast on that last kickoff, so he might send another short kick. And it's a line drive kick. It's going to go to Amson. Q's going to need a big return here. He'll take it inside his 10-yard line. Here he goes. He's trying to get away from one defender and does. Goes outside. Hug. Good block on the outside. He has the corner. Just gets outside. Schaefer. Amson's got the sideline. He's going to be Fulkerson. There's a flag on the play. Amson's going to take it in for a touchdown, but this might be coming back.
That was a great run.
Penalty flag at the 49-yard line.
Oh, man. It might be blocking the back.
He didn't have to. No. He didn't have to at all. Culver's leading.
Yeah, blocking the back. It's going to be on Triton. Take that one off the board. Or they're going to say holding against the other. They're going to be holding, rather, against Triton. So it'll be from the spot of the foul.
Triton will have a 1st and 10 at their own.
That gives
39
Amson extra to
line.
play for, though. Call back his touchdown will make him want to do big plays out here.
Because he knows he can make them.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a guy. So that's a guy you want to get the ball to. So, I mean, either way, try to find make a playmaker. This guy who knows he can make the play, he has that elite speed.
Mm-hmm.
He can get there and get to the next level. I mean, he was a great play by him. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out on that one. But Triton still has the ball. 6:23, got to put it in the end zone on this drive. And you got to do it in a hurry. They're sorting things out here down there along the line. So here we go now, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line for this group. 2 wide receiver splits either side. Out of the shotgun, here we go for Pitney. Here comes the screenplay to Shumpert. He's going to break a couple tackles, and he about loses the ball, but he'll get a few yards on the gain. Righty-o, get it to the official and try to keep moving.
It was good to find Shumpert open, get through that little gap, take it a couple yards.
Here comes the speedster, Quentin Amson. He's going to be checking in. Eunice relays the play into the huddle. Love watching some of the plays he calls on offense. It's so creative, some of the stuff he does. And I tell you what, he's done a tremendous job this season coaching this team.
Right here, I'm going to Amsden the whole time he's on the field.
He's looking right. Going to go quick hitter over to Westhaver. Here comes the defender, and they're going to get a pass interference on Hoppert.
Penalty flag on the play.
Hoppert comes in, pass interference on Hoppert, and that might be, from the spot of the foul, that might be close to a first down.
15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 10 for Triton. Huge break there, but hey, the hands of Keegan Westhaver, everything's been thrown his way. He brought it down, except for right there on the pass interference play.
Mm-hmm.
Good call by the officials. It's a clean call there. A little bit early on the contact.
First down. Triton, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now. They're in Northfield territory. They've got to make it count. 5:39 and counting. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. He'll drop back. Going to go up to Westhaver, and it pops through it just a little bit behind, and he can't bring it in.
Pitney's pass intended for Westhaver.
Pitney had a good look there, though.
Had a nice clear throwing lane there. Just a little bit behind the throw. So they're going to get the call here. Breaks the huddle. They'll come to the line now. Pitney's back there. He'll have 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 on the near side. We'll see what this line can do to hold that pressure. Pitney drops back, looking for Shumpert on the screenplay. Shumpert's got some space. He's got a blocker. D'Angelo Shumpert on his feet, bounces off his own player, and he'll have enough, looks like, for a first down. Schaefer's a little slow to get up.
It was good to find him wide open again. Good blocking for him to get open yards. Too bad he ran into his own player, though.
Shumpert looks like he got a little shaken up on the play there. So here we go now. So Shumpert a little shaken up going on that trips left set. So here we go. Pitney goes up to McIntyre. McIntyre rumbles forward and might get a yard or 2 on the game. 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. That was the right idea. I mean, you had that trips out, you had thrown, you might as well go up the middle and make that play run up the middle. I mean, that's a good call.
2-yard run to the 28 brings up 2nd and 8.
Triton needs to speed up the offense. They have to get points, get it back.
They got to get moving. Trips left, same formation. Westhaver's a solo receiver here to the near side. Line sets, here we go. Nice job on the, there. Goes for Shumpert, he's got it inside the 10. Sliding catch by D'Angelo Shumpert. Sorry I jumped.
It's a great job for him to slant over, pick it up off the slide.
I'll say it, shades of Emmanuel Sanders. I don't have him anymore, but I might as well give him my favorite whiteout a shout. Good job by D'Angelo Shumpert. He's still playing through. Good job there. Triton's threatening to score. They're trying to find Pater here with 4:10 remaining. Same set for the Trojans. Line sets, here we go. McIntyre up the middle. McIntyre's going to try to go with that defensive line, sniffs that one out in a hurry. Got to get moving here. Got to get up on the ball. Let's go.
To the 8, and it's 2nd and goal.
Got to show that energy. Got to keep fire. Got to fire to that huddle. Can't be going slow. 3:40 and 4 and counting. Trailing 2 scores here. Triton's got to get up and going. Here's the snap here. Nice pressure. Here comes the pressure. Pitney's going to get sacked in the backfield. Loses his footing. And there's that one's going to be back there in there on the sack. I didn't have his number.
It was a really good play by Northfield D there. Make him trip up and bring him down.
And Triton's going to call a timeout on that play. As they take a timeout, we're going to thank again our sponsor here tonight. We'd like to thank our broadcast sponsor, the Keel family. The Keels are proud of the determination and dedication of these players, managers, and coaches and staff have shown this season. The Keel family thanks you for keeping Triton's tradition of excellence alive. Go Trojans. Appreciate their sponsorship. You know, it's awesome to see the community really kind of get involved in all of our broadcasts. Go ahead, Orion.
Got a shout out to Christopher Webb, and he is an 8th grader at Triton and has complex congenital heart disease, and he will be getting a pacemaker next month at Riley's. We wish him good well wishes.
Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
And I believe if you want to support his mom, Sheena Pacino, I believe, has a Facebook fundraiser going on. If you look up Christopher's pacemaker procedure, I think you can donate towards that.
We'll wish him well. He's going down to a great hospital. They've done great things for my daughter, Danny. She's been down there quite a bit. Great hospital. They do good work down there. We'll be thinking about him and pray the procedure goes well. And we wish you the best, pal. You get better soon. Maybe someday we'll have you up here on the broadcast with us. Who knows? So Pitney now goes back. You're going to need a big quick hitter here. Going across the middle. Intercepted. That's going to be by Holmes. Holmes has some space. There's a flag on the play, though. But that might be roughing the passer. Judging 63's reaction, it's on Northfield. No. That's personal foul, roughing the passer on Northfield. That's going to give Triton a break. That's automatic first down.
Yeah. Real good to have that brought back.
Yeah, Pitney got hit hard on that one. It looked like it was late, but I wasn't quite sure on that deal there.
Well, I think that's one of the few that's an automatic first down. Yeah, I think so.
So Noah Riker coming in along the line. That's going to bring out Luke Snyder. He'll come out. That line, I mean, they got to hold the line here. This has got to be huge here. 1st and 7, 3 minutes 11 seconds remaining. 1st and goal. Got to find pay dirt here. Triton's knocking on the door. I'd go to Westhaver here if it was me. Oh, going to go back. Intercepted. Throws it behind. And Goshart's got it. He'll go down the sideline. Northfield's got it. And that could probably seal it for tonight, barring a big turnover for Triton.
Good try by Pitney to try to find Shumpert, but good job on
Goshart's hand
Goshart to pick it off there and get big yards on the return.
Unfortunately, that's the 3rd interception thrown tonight. Was looking for Shumpert. I mean, he had the right idea. Shumpert just had a man beat, maybe just go a little bit taller on the throw. Pitney had to get rid of it in a hurry, though, because pressure was bearing down on him.
Yeah.
Northfield takes over 1st and 10.
So here we go, Fulkerson. He's going to throw it. He's going to go over to Hopper. No, he'll be an incomplete pass. He can't corral it.
Fulkerson's pass intended for Halpert incomplete.
2:58 remaining, 2nd and 10 out from their own 37-yard line. You know, I'm real proud of these guys. You know, it's been a tough year. I mean, it's been tough. When you graduate that many seniors, it's hard with players that don't have that much that on-field experience. Pitney's a great quarterback. I'm going to say great quarterback. I know Connor's been one of my favorite players this year. As Fulkerson gets stopped on the quarterback run, you know, Connor, they wanted a flag on the other sideline. But, so, I mean, you sit there but you look. But, I mean, you look at Connor, I think he's a great quarterback. He fights hard, you know. He works hard. And, you know, it's just, you know, you got to appreciate the hard work he puts in. 'Cause I'm telling you, he's a smart quarterback. I'm sitting there. If I'm going to talk football with anybody, no offense to anyone, I'm going to sit down with Connor Pitney and talk football. I love talking football with Connor. He is so smart in the way he sees the game and way it kind of opens up and how he gets excited on stuff. You know, I love watching him. I love listening to him talk football. I could sit and listen and talk with Connor for hours. He's awesome. I love Connor. I mean, he's a great ball player. He's an awesome ball player. I've been honored to watch him play out here this year. But who knows? 250 yet? I mean, it's a long shot, but you can't quite give up yet. You know, and there's a lot for this upcoming class to have a lot to build on. I mean, we got some great freshmen coming in. We had some great freshmen, Cam Shively this year. We got kids like Trey Shue. He started along the line. We got Hunter McIntyre will be a senior next year. We've got some great talent along that line. We got to have a pretty decent line next year. We got some guys that are coming in, and they're going to be seasoned. They got the field. They have the experience. Triton could be a dangerous team next year.
They could.
But like I said, this team is dangerous. They had our trying putting it all together this season. Schaefer's going to get the handoff, and they're going to bring him down. Timeout is going to be taken.
I believe Trent posted Caleb Lemler's interview this morning, if people want to check that out.
Yep, that was a fun interview with Caleb. I had a lot of fun talking to him. You talk about a big, strong guy. I mean, he muscles around with those 4.8 steers. That's not easy work. I was a wimp. I wasn't big enough to muscle those things around. There may have been one time that I got pulled around a little bit. Tell you what, there's a lot of animal there when you're talking about a big old beef steer. There's a lot of animal there. Also like what they produce for what ends up on the dinner table too, so I can understand why. So here we go, 4th and 6 now. Good call timeout there. Triton has no timeouts remaining in the ballgame, 2:44 remaining. So 4th and 6, they're going to send Holmes back. They faked their last punt. Amson's going to go back. Can the speedy man in the back run it down again? But you got to believe they could be sending this one away from Quinn because he's taken one back, got called back, but he almost took 2. So here we go. Back to Holmes. He'll get ready, send the high short kick. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay inside the 50. So Triton's got the ball on the 49-yard line of Northfield.
Holmes' punt is out of bounds.
That's really good positioning for us.
Oh, they're going to take him up to the 45-yard line even. So Triton's getting great field position here. Connor Pitney, okay, short-term memory. I know I say that a lot, but short-term memory. You know, I love that he's taking shots. I can think of another quarterback by the name of Brett Favre that took shots.
Yeah.
And you know what he could do? Connor Pitney can make great throws. Right here, he's just going to have to hone it in, be accurate, and make smart throws and really step into those throws and throw every bit of accuracy he's got on that ball. There's still time. Pitney goes back, throw here. No, good clean pocket. Throws Koppas had it, but goes just off his fingertips.
Good hands by the stick holder, though, to catch it out there.
Incomplete.
I wonder who the stick holder is over there.
2nd and 10 for Triton.
That's a pretty good catch.
45-yard line.
Great reaction.
Should tomorrow be our final broadcast of the fall season? We hope it's not.
We hope it's not, but
it could be.
The fall.
But then our next event will be the Triton Dodgeball Tourney on November 16th.
Shumper's got it, but it's deep and it's overshot. And Forsyth's got it, and that's going to probably be it. Pitney, he put everything he had into that throw.
Great for him to drop back, get through the pressure, got hit with it. Just overthrew it to Shumpert.
Northfield will have a 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Pitney's in pain. He took a shot on that play.
That foresight gets the interception and should pretty much do it with them out of timeouts now, Gary.
Pitney's done a really good job playing through pain all year, though.
You know, you look up the definition tough. Connor Pitney's picture's right there. Just saying. You know, I mean, great character. You know, you look along the side of these seniors. Trenton Kreft is another one that stands out to me, you know, talking to him. And D'Angelo Shumpert, the work these guys have put in. Then you get Quentin Amsden coming back, a guy who comes in and plays tough. You know, Kobe Mass, another one who's great. I mean, you look at these guys down the line. There's players. You know, and it's tough to see when Jacob Wilson can't come back from a knee injury. You know, he's a great young man. He does so many things well, you know, and it was a tough loss losing him earlier in the season with that knee injury. You know, we wish him well. I hope he gets better soon. But, you know, for these underclassmen, you've got a chance to learn from some decent seniors. You've got to keep that culture. Keep believing in yourselves. They had confidence every week. Like you told me in the hallways, they had confidence every week. Like, you know, even though they're down, they still have the confidence. They showed great sportsmanship. That doesn't make a team soft. These guys are still going out and playing hard. You know, it's tough in games to be able to keep yourself going. And as the clock sends a run down here, you know, Northfield's going to get ready to take on a tough Southwood or Cherubusco team next week. You know, they came in, they played hard. I mean, they came in, they played hard.
They did.
You know, and sometimes when you come into that play, this defense stood tall. And I wish you could get points for the things we did right. And I know that's one thing you can't do, but you look at what Triton did right time. Yeah, you know, the scoreboard, yeah, it's there. You know, you wear a defense down, eventually big plays are going to take off, and it's going to happen. I mean, you see it all the time. But they played well. That defensive line, the linebacker, the whole defense as a whole played awesome tonight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on offense, we couldn't quite translate that into points on the other side, but McIntyre looked good. The passing game was there. I mean, Keegan Westhaver looked good. Quentin Amsden on special teams. Oh, my goodness, give that boy something. And then you got Trenton Kreft, who forced 2 fumbles. And like we said, Quentin, I mean, he took an interception for a touchdown 30 yards out. You know, the defense played stellar tonight. And, you know, nobody should hang their head on that team at all. They walked into a very tough situation this year. And, you know, it's tough. When you're losing 26 seniors, it's tough. But these guys had a great attitude. They played hard, and I am so proud of each and every one of them. And I don't know if that means a lot coming from me or not, but, you know, and granted, just being a fan and getting to know these guys and getting to be part of this, I'm proud of this team, you know, and you watch what they had. I mean, they had battled through adversity. It was a tough season. You know, we faced some tough opponents, I mean, but these guys stood tall. You know, some games, you know, they had to learn, they had to figure out. I mean, they weren't young players. They just lacked the on-field experience. You know, I am proud of each and every one of them. They played hard this season, and, you know, it's they have nothing to hang their head on, because I'm telling you right now, we got a good class coming in next year. We got a great freshman class this year. We got some good ball players that are coming into their own. And next year, I'm telling you, I think this team is going to be come. I mean, they have a year into their experience under their belt.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, if they can put it all together, this could be a solid football team next year.
It could.
And, you know, I mean, it comes down to it. You mean, like I always tell Keegan, I wish he was younger, because I love watching Connor play football. I mean, I guess I said Keegan. I mean, I love watching Connor play football. Yeah. But, I mean, you look at guys like Bryce Coppitz and Chance Baxter, who were awesome this season. I mean, the two guys I just thought of there, and how they were able to play. You know, I hope Chance is okay with the migraine. Shout out to him. And then, but Coppitz and what he's been capable of doing. You know, they made great plays on offense. Chance Baxter, what we said, that he has a long streak there of straight balls that he's caught that he hasn't dropped. You know, he was perfect there for the first few games. And, you know, to build off of that, we got to have that mentality next year, and they're going to come in here. We can beat anybody. Mm-hmm. We can play with anybody. We've shown that. You know, we can play with anybody. And we need to be able to just kind of hone it in and kind of work on that. As that's the final play of the game. Triton season is going to end 21-8, and a loss to Northfield. Scoring tonight, we'll go through Northfield here. It was, I believe, the first score of the game was Fulkerson to Hopper for a 25-yard touchdown pass. The PAT was good. Then we had Hopper with a 9-yard touchdown run, and then Fulkerson punched in late in the game for a 3-yard touchdown to put him up 21 points there. And then 2 forced fumbles by Trenton Kreft, picked up by Cabrera and Amsden, and then a 5-yard interception, Quentin Amsden intercepted and took it 30 yards out. And the PAT was good with Hunter McIntyre running for the 2-point conversion. Triton ends their season, but you know what? There's a lot of positive. I'm very proud of each and every one of these guys and how they competed. They kept their heads up. They didn't quit. You know, and it's tough when you have a rough season, how to keep going, but they didn't quit. And really proud and really thankful for the Keel family and their sponsorship here tonight, and appreciate everybody watching at home. If you have any questions of sponsoring anything for us, get a hold of the Triton Athletic Department. We appreciate everybody here, and I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin Greer and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler, and we're going to be signing off here. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan Way.